we go. All right, I think we're live. I think we're feeding out to the people. Throw your guns in the air. Throw your guns
How
in
big
the
yo
air.
ho, mofo?
Let's
How
go.
big yo ho?
Yeah.
It's like
Booyaka, booyaka. Okay, we're just messing around. All right.
It's a bad rap video.
If you're watching us live, you know, of course, that we're live on Utreon. Shout out to everyone out there in the Utreon world. If you're watching this later or you're listening on audio, you're like, how can I join these guys live? We're live on Utreon, so we could do stuff like that. We could actually handle the guns. This is a shotgun. This right here is like actually for my can that's supposed to go on it, which I never took it off. But anyway, that's why we're on Utreon. Go to Utreon, look for the Utreon / WMMF. Who Moved My Freedom? That's what we're live on, yo. Big shout out to everyone out there. This is going to be a fun show. And then also, listen, while we're here live on Utreon, the cool thing about this, like, Walther from Safety Harbor has a Utreon. Babyface P has a Utreon. Each one of them gets, you get 33%. Look at the thing, you're a collaborator. 33% of all the millions that people will give me here today.
It's such a big deal that I may have to live tweet this event right now.
Oh, wait, hold on. You got a Twitter?
I can live tweet the whole thing. Hold on, grab my phone.
Say it ain't so. Babyface P with a
I
Twitter.
do too, actually.
I know you have one. I tagged you when I we're gonna get okay, so listen, we're gonna get into all of this, all of that stuff. What's up?
At Real Babyface P.
Oh, at Real Babyface. We're gonna look it up. We're all gonna go follow at Babyface. What is it? Real Babyface P?
At Real Babyface P.
Okay. We're gonna look all of that. We're gonna look all of that up here in a second. Let's just jump into it because it's gonna be a wild one. Let's just do this.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation: Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, we are live. Let's do the jazz hands, yo. Let's get the jazz hands in the air. There you go. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 895 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. That's right, 895. We are 105 away from 1,000. Yeah.
All right. I got a question.
I think, if my math is, I don't know, Babyface looking weird. I don't know. I think that's close. Somewhat. Sure? My math. Yeah, what is it, Walt? What's up? Uh-oh.
What is this on Twitter about NFT pictures, my profile?
Oh. I don't...
Introducing NFT profile pictures.
I don't know. We'll have to look at that here in a second. This is episode, like I said, 895. It's FreeForAll Monday. We're all a Twitter. Freedom, we're all a Twitter. That is the title. Of course, it's with Walt of SHF. There he goes. He's all a Twitter and confused about NFTs. So there you go. Babyface is also here. He's a Twitter, but I don't know.
At Real Babyface B. I tweeted for the first time in like 7 years today.
Well,
okay.
Go ahead and follow
if
me.
We're going to talk that stuff, then I am.
Lord.
I am at SHF Walt, by the way.
There you go.
Okay, so now I got to go. So we're gonna jump. We're gonna start with this here on Twitter.
I have 269 followers on Twitter.
Oh, 269. Look at you. Oh, that's.
How many do I have?
That's nice. Okay, so listen. Let's start with Hank Strange's Twitter. Let's do that. Everyone can check me out on the Twitters. There it goes.
I have 47.
47
Wow.
Twitters. That's a lot.
47 followers.
Yeah, here's mine. I've got 4,519 followers, but I've been doing this for a long time.
By the way, looking at your Instagram, holy crap, you have a lot more followers than I thought.
Who,
have
me?
you looked lately? Yeah, have you looked?
No.
Go look at what your Instagram followers are.
Okay, I'll do that.
Since we're all...
Yeah, I'll do that here in a second. Let's find Babyface P. We're gonna go. First of all, look, there's the big news. It's on Twitter. Twitter accepts Elon Musk's bid to buy the company. If you haven't heard that, if you've been living under a rock, that's happening. So we'll get into this here. So real babyface P. Wait, hold on. First of all, you got to spell it right. Real baby face P. Is that it? No, I don't see
at real babyface P.
Oh, okay. So at real
baby.
There you go. Boom. I'm already following you. You had a Twitter already then.
Yeah, I've had a Twitter for years. I've had a Twitter since 2009.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow.
I thought
November
you had
9th?
a Twitter. Yeah, that's right.
November 9th, 2009.
Yeah, I thought you had a Twitter. Okay, and then we'll find Walter. I think you've got actually a couple. So Walter's got a couple on here. But let's look up Safety Harbor. There's SA. What is this? Why is there two of these, Walt?
I have no idea.
I never know which one it is. I'm following both. So there's at SHF. You know what? There's at SHF Firearms, and then there's at SHF Walt.
Big moment in my life right here.
You guys could do whichever one you want to do.
I wanted to start, back when I was in college, mind you, when I was in college, it was 2008 to 2012. I wanted to start a blog called, and blogging was big back then, so let me preface with that. I wanted to start a blog called the Overheard blog, because the dumb shit that you overhear people say on a college campus was hilarious to me. So, January 8th, 2010, Overheard, quote, "I have spirits in my pants." So that's me walking through campus somewhere, and somebody must have said that out loud, and I just happened to tweet about it.
UCF was so wild when Babyface P was there.
If that's all you got in your pants,
I know.
That's why you got in your pants. You're lucky then, I guess.
Yeah. Right. Well, I don't know what is happening here with this. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up my Instagram here. Let's see.
How do I shut down Sweaty Titty? Let's see here.
Okay.
How does this work?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so check it out. I'm not sure what. I don't know where. Okay, so here we go. There's my Instagram, by the way. Hank Strange.
Nobody interacts.
I got 25,500 followers. There you go.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I think I have more than that, but they've been shadow banning me, and I'm not super happy with Instagram, to be honest with you. I really don't like Instagram because you can't post links. I can do something like I could do that swipe up thing, where, yeah, I like stuff where I could just put a link and people could follow the link. So there you go. Let's see. Lola says, hold on. There's a couple of things here. There's lots of comments on the Twitterverse. Let's get it from Walter and Babyface P first. Who should I start with? I'll start with you, Patrick. You got a lot to say about this. What do you think about the Twitter news that
I love it.
Elon Musk is buying it for what is it, 25 billion?
Today,
44.
44 billion, I'm sorry.
Today. Go ahead, Walter.
Add some billions, right, Walter?
I'm just saying, just take in that number. Just think about that.
I don't know. I don't even understand that number. Like,
and
44.
And
that's nothing. That's not. I think he's putting like 21 of his own billions.
Yeah.
And 20 something.
25.
Borrowed
21
billions.
Of his or 25. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yeah, you just get them billions out.
Yeah, don't you no. That's good business practice. Don't use your own billions to buy stuff. Borrow the billions.
How do you even get billions? Because he got 25 billion from other people. How do you even go asking? Listen, guys, 25 billion.
Listen, Babyface, one of these days, Walter and I will welcome you into the club of being, self-employed businessmen. And
your billions. Listen, Mr. Musk, since I know you're definitely listening to this podcast, all I need. $47,000. That's it. It's comparatively.
I don't understand. What is this? Is this the loan?
It's not 47. 42,000. The same amount that you spent on Twitter in billions. Just remove a couple zeros, and you and we can get night vision and play in the dark.
Oh, I see where this is going.
I will fly out there. I will set you up.
You want to play with Elon Musk in the dark? That's
dude. Could you imagine playing airsoft with Elon Musk and like super fancy night vision? That'd be hella fun.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. Once you get your acidy hands on him, he's gonna melt.
About what? About night vision?
I don't know what you want to do with him in the dark. That's not my
We
business.
are night vision. Don't go turning this.
Yeah,
Don't go
well,
turn.
listen.
Night vision.
Yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Musk, you and I, you give me some money, I'll set you up with a kit, and you and I can run around in the woods with airsoft guns shooting people.
Running around in the dark woods.
Today I was thinking about the Twitter thing and Elon Musk, and I'm thinking, why hasn't he taken a trip in his own rocket yet?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question.
If I had a freaking rocket ship at my disposal, I would nothing else just go up for a quick orbit a few times around.
I've seen him say that he's gonna take that trip to Mars once he's done.
Fuck! That's years away. Come on, man. Stop with that. Stop with that silly business. You can go right up to the ISS. You can do some vodka with the Russians. Do a little perestroika. Talk to those brothers.
I mean, I think right now, I agree with you. If that's not that big
They
of a
do
deal
vodka
to do.
up in space. To do vodka like in a tube with a straw.
I mean, Jeff Bezos
Yeah.
Bezos kind of went to space, but that was the fake space. Jeff Bezos
That's
went to the fake
look.
space.
If you don't have to go through re-entry, you're not in space, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
this is
if you
the
don't see
headline.
the fire outside the windows going past and stuff, you're not.
Right. Elon Musk bought Twitter. Here's what he says he'll do next. Elon Musk will soon hold the keys to Twitter. The company announced on Monday that it has accepted the Tesla CEO's $44 billion offer to take the company private. That means the world's richest person who has a penchant for theatrics and erratic behavior is about to have the power to reshape discourse on a social network used by more than 200 people every day.
But I'm so scared. Oh, he's gonna make things so mean. Oh.
Yeah, I think the big thing that they're all worried about is that he'll bring back Trump. That's the
Oh my.
Oh, God.
Please.
Trump
God,
is responsible for like
it'll
120 of those millions.
It'll
He's
give
so
you
mean.
something to bitch about constantly.
Yeah.
It's been a slow news cycle. Now you can have Trump back.
He's so mean, Hank Strange. I can't take.
And he's going to abuse his power. So, I think Patrick, you were asking about how he got this money. Let's realize that. Remember, they forced him to sell some of his.
Yeah, it took a shitload of taxes, paid a bunch of taxes to the government.
Yeah, he's worth
they
way
could-
more
so
than
they could-
$44 billion.
He's. I think they said he's worth about 300
Yeah.
billion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, that's a lot of. I couldn't even imagine. I don't know what my life would be like if I had that kind of money. I will say that it is pretty interesting watching people. Once certain people meet their hierarchy of needs, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is home, food, all this stuff up. Once you're at that level where you've met every single need, you start going. In his case, you start going. Let's get free speech back and working. Where a lot lot of other people go.
Everyone has different things. Some guys
that's
buy
the
yachts and islands in the Bahamas and try to
he just
lure
buys Twitter, takes
young
it private.
people out to those islands so they could get their blood and who knows what else.
I want to see the lefties. My blood pressure. I gotta watch my blood pressure from the salt that was coming off all the lefties on Twitter today. It was just. It was McDonald's French fries times 1,000. It's just salt everywhere. So I loved it though. I loved every second of it. I think it's hilarious. I hope they just cry in circles. I'm done with the Twitter echo chamber. You guys need to fuck off and live the real world.
Yeah,
live in the real world. Twitter is not the real world.
I don't know how long that transition is going to take, and I know I'm listing like a whole bunch of different comments in the chat, which we'll get to some of the chat stuff. But I think it's going to take a while. I think that they're probably going to get rid of the CEO and a lot of the other toxic employees back there. But you always have to worry about them sabotaging Twitter on the way out the door. I think ultimately, though, it's the name. I would say that. First of all, let me say this. One, I was wrong because I thought that he wasn't even going to buy Twitter. That he was just going to flip his stock and then maybe start his own thing.
See, I knew personally. I thought he was serious about buying Twitter. I didn't think the board would sell to him because
they had to.
When you say they had to, why do you say that? Why do you think they had to?
Well,
I mean, I kind of agree, but I want to hear what you think.
so for me, following this stuff, which I kind of follow the stock market loosely nowadays, but the thing is that the board members get paid to run Twitter, and these guys get paid
Yes.
a lot of money, and they're not really doing anything, right? They haven't really done anything productive with it. But the fact that Elon Musk made a very, very serious offer to buy Twitter, if they refuse to sell it, the shareholders can come in and sue the living bejeebus out of those board members, saying that,
Because
hey, you're sabotaging my
They
financial interest by not
they
selling to
have
someone that made a serious offer.
so the interesting thing, and I'm sorry if Walter, you got something to chime in with.
That's
I
right,
cut
no
you off.
problem.
The interesting thing is the dichotomy. I'm using big words here. The dichotomy. The board members have what's called a fiduciary responsibility to Twitter and the shareholders, where what they are supposed to do exactly. What they're supposed to do is work in the best interest of their shareholders. In the best interest of their shareholders is buying out Twitter. Goldman Sachs 8 months ago said that Twitter at most should be worth $30 a share.
Yeah, I mean,
Musk
this
came
is
in
big
at
money. This big money.
54 a share. That's not taking that as going against your fiduciary responsibility.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really honestly thought that they would. I think they were between a rock and a hard place because they had a serious offer for $54 a share, which it's not worth that. And if they didn't take it, then all the shareholders are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you thinking?"
Well, just think about this. So so there's some companies that have big shares in this, right? This represents hundreds of millions or even billions for some of these stakeholders out there, and they're like, dude, I want the money. Give me the money.
The short-term investors all said yes. The long-term investors, I believe, from what I've heard, were mixed. Some said no, some said yes. And I guarantee the ones that said no are the ones that only want to control Twitter for the political implications of controlling Twitter.
Yeah.
They have no interest in the money.
Shelly Fungus says, I also feel good that the Saudi prince's tweet had zero effect on Elon. Yeah, maybe it made him...
Should jump off a bridge into the sand that he lives in.
I think Elon with this move is kind of doing what Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if you guys really know Gary V, but Gary V has always said for a long time that with the money, he said he would buy. If when he makes money, he says one of the things he wants to do is buy stuff. So like how MySpace went out of business, something that already built a name, he would buy a MySpace, etc. And I think Twitter is kind of in that realm as one of the affordable ones. I think Facebook or YouTube would be a lot more expensive, but Twitter has a name that we all know. Whether we use it or we don't use it, we recognize it. And it has a lot of people on it, 200 million people, a lot of people built in. And I think that, there's lots of people that are saying it's not really a good investment for Musk. But I think in the end here, he's going to make something useful out of it and probably make a lot of money.
I think this is going to be this is going to be one of those long-term investments. I think him buying something like this will turn a profit in 10 years. I think it will, honestly. He doesn't touch anything. He really has the Midas touch when it comes to tech businesses. So I don't see him running it into the ground.
No, I think he's going to improve it. He wants to get rid of the bots, right? He wants to verify the real human beings, the real humans.
I'm going to do it. If he comes through with the paid verified checkmark, I will do it just to say fuck it. I have a verified checkmark on Twitter.
Yeah, and he's going to
because right now they only verify lefties. Yeah, like that's all Twitter does. They won't verify anybody else.
Right. I saw Noir, who I follow, Coleon Noir. He said, "Can I get my blue checkmark now?"
You also? Yeah. Go ahead, Walter.
During the election, there's all these fabricated addresses and fabricated Twitter people.
Lots of bots.
Twitter
accounts. Lots of bots. Yeah. He said he's going to take it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that, in the end, that might knock their numbers down substantially?
Well, it does. So look, the real people are more important. It's like what we do on social media. So there's folks out there who will look at social media and go, "Oh, it doesn't mean anything. You only have 1,000 followers." Well, 1,000 real people who like what you do and who watch what you do or share it or whatever is more effective than 10,000 that are not real, right? So maybe the not real ones can change the narrative when the established media, the fake news media out there, is so lazy. They just wake up every morning and see what's trending on social media instead of actually doing research and bringing out real news stories. Maybe that's where the bots have an effect. I think that social media itself should be the zeitgeist of actual people, of actual human beings.
It's not right now. Twitter.
Yeah.
There was a Democratic. What are they called? The person that tries to steer the party through looking at facts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the name of what the position would be.
Is that a ombudsman or is
something? Whatever it is for the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
And a couple of them came out saying like Twitter is not a representation of the American people. It does not represent the full scope of what American people think.
Twitter is international, but yeah. Okay.
Yes, but no. If you look at the stats as to who's tweeting, they said something like 10% of the Twitter, 2% of the Twitter users get 80 or 90% of the tweets and follows and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's a tiny percentage of people. So when you hear everybody yelling about something, it's not that the world or the country agrees with them. It's that they're in their little echo chamber. So
yeah. Brian Quick says Elon can compete with YouTube on Twitter if the video sharing is greatly improved. Shelly Fungus says this is what Shelly Fungus says. Guys, as someone who traded for a living my entire career, I'm going to let you in on a secret. A company is worth exactly what an able buyer is willing to pay for it.
It's
nothing
true.
More,
no,
nothing
that's
less.
True.
It's true. It's kind of like these.
It's like everything.
It's true.
If somebody wants to give me $1,000 for this, I'll be more than and they're not like
out the door.
Have a nice day. So
that's not your Colt, is it?
Yeah. By the way,
no. I would get you $1,000 for that Colt.
I will.
Patrick will come up with that money so fast.
Yeah.
We'll have to have 45 AC 1911 minutes here in a little bit, and I'll tell you about it.
By the way, we got 10 seconds. We're gonna take a break. Somewhere when we come back, I'm actually gonna make a flamethrower in honor of Elon Musk. I'm gonna make a flamethrower right here live on air. We're gonna all have it. Coming right back. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. Yeah, so, Walter, I think, probably went off to get his flamethrower. We're going to do flamethrower stuff tonight in honor of Elon Musk. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Boring Company, which is one of the companies in the Musk empire now, along with Twitter, actually to raise money, Elon Musk designed a flamethrower. I am going to make a flamethrower right in front of you guys and use it here. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to do it live. I can only do it here on Utreon. For the people who are listening, you might want to actually go watch this episode later on so you can see how we do it. I've never done it before either, by the way, but I will do it right here.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, not right now. We got to tease. This is like
right
entertainment. Yeah, we're going to tease people. I'm going to do it here at some point. We're going to do it. So I don't know where Walter went. I think he went to get his flamethrower. So let's continue. Right, we're in the news section, I think. So predictions on what's going to happen here. You think Twitter's going to go down the drain? It's going to take over all social media. What do you think?
The same people that said that they were going to move to Canada when Trump got elected are the same people saying that they are leaving Twitter because Musk is.
Yeah. By the way, someone's coming to visit you right now. By the way, I can tell.
Those people are. I don't know what he's barking at. Those people are too addicted to that fucking service to actually leave it.
I mean, Elon Musk has 80 million followers on Twitter. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I could be wrong. Let me see. I could be wrong. Hold on. Let me go back.
I can look it up. Hold on.
Let me go back. I could go back to his Twitter and search it here for people, and we'll find out. Let's see. Elon, I think I'm following him. Elon Musk. He's 84 million. 84.1 million. And there's his
pretty...
Twitter. He says, yes, free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. And it goes on there. That's like from a press release from him, etc. See, the Boring Company is in there. I don't know if I'm following the Boring Company.
The saddest thing about this is the world has always been run by the rich elites. And this is just another example that it just so happens the rich elite on this circumstance may be on our side, maybe more free speech than what was there, but
isn't this why capitalism is so awesome? Because now
you can make enough money to do this.
Well, there's rich elites out there that are trying to control everything and push people in a certain direction. And if they did it
for so long, though.
I think that it's kind of always been happening.
The only reason we have our current president is because of Twitter. If they would have allowed the Hunter Biden story to go out, which is now gaining momentum across everywhere, there would not have been President Joe Biden. It just wouldn't have happened.
Also, did they kick Trump off? Yeah, they kicked Trump off of Twitter while he was a sitting president, didn't they? Was this before or after the elections? I'm trying to remember timing.
After the election, it was January 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
It was right after the flaccid insurrection.
Yeah.
The insurrection that never was.
Right.
Right. An insurrection happened a long time ago in America.
Now they're trying to pass another domestic terrorism bill too.
After 9/11, when these mofos got together and basically shred the Constitution, that was an insurrection. That happened a long time ago. What happened January 6th, in my opinion, personally, is not an insurrection. If anyone out there actually thinks that was an insurrection, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
You do not.
People got hurt. People died. Things happened, but that was not an insurrection.
That was not an insurrection.
Yeah.
That building was not burnt down, was it?
Nope. None of those. None of those politicians were dragged out
and hung in the street.
None of that happened. They killed some. Some people died for sure.
One died.
But,
what do you mean some?
I think there wasn't. There was
one died.
Yeah,
one died.
There was
the
couple,
other.
Probably, yeah.
No, the other people that died had nothing to do with it. If you look at fucking one of them had a heart attack like 3 weeks later or something. Had nothing to do with it. Flaccid insurrection. So
anyway, I think that I hope here that Elon Musk has big plans. I like the fact that he's kind of somewhere in the middle. And this is like the weird thing. I think I was telling you guys that in our group. I don't think. Well, first of all, Babyface P, I think, was misreading my emoticons once again.
A mirror cat. You got to watch out for the mirror cats. They'll come take you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the mirror cats that are in the savannah. No,
a mirror cat. Watch out for a mirror cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, mirror cat.
Well, so one of the things I was gonna say, let's forget about the mirror cat right now, or the mirror cats. One of the things I was gonna say, what's weird about life, I think, in general. This is a weird kind of thing. Here's the thing, though. Stop trying to distract me. This is the thing. So on our side over here, gun guys, I don't know, whatever we want to say, we are where we are leaning politically or whatever. I think gun guys are kind of like spread out. There's liberal gun guys, conservative, all that kind of stuff. But in general, a lot of gun guys out there don't like Elon Musk. I mean, there's people who got mad because people went out there and bought Teslas. Or if they did something with anything that had anything to do with Elon Musk. Even up to like a year ago, that was like, that guy's a tree-hugging liberal son of a, all that kind of stuff was going on. Including some people here on this panel.
I don't know if I just, did I ever voice disdain for Elon Musk? I don't know that I did.
I don't know. We have to go back.
Somebody,
and look. We have to go back.
I was gonna say somebody's gonna have to go back and remind us because I don't remember ever voicing.
Go back through the archives. Go back through the archives. Definitely Walter. We'll everything we can blame on Walter easily. We could say Walter has said it all and done it all. But now,
telling these stories, I will fill you in.
You're eating, so go ahead and just that's
why you can
manja. Yeah, have fun. But listen, I'm not even going after you guys. But there's lots of people who now he's all awesome. And I think in the last year, 6 months, people have been coming to his side because the folks on the other side of this equation are hating him on him so much, right?
I
So
go for it, Walt.
let's just throw this idea out there. Elon was the subject a lot of uh, suppression for his things he said that the lefties didn't like. So let me just throw this out here. Do you think that influenced him to do what he did? He felt the pain of the censorship thing, the hate, because you don't agree with the party line.
I think Elon Musk has felt pain his whole life. Probably he's always been, probably bullied. This is like what happens to a lot of nerdy people. And
I'm just talking about the whole.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, and I think to go back to what Patrick was talking about, what do you do with money? You try to change the world from whatever perspective you're coming to the world from, and he's coming from that perspective of for some of the different problems that he has, and or just maybe his intelligence or whatever in life. People have always tried to bully him. There's lots of folks out there like that, and people make a choice, right? You can choose to take that and channel it in a productive direction, and maybe that makes you wealthy, and then you decide what you're going to do with your wealth. So remember, we're talking about someone here who was one of the founders, I think, of PayPal a long time ago, right? I think that's where he made his first fortune. So this is someone who believes in like changing the world. And that's why he's so much behind Dogecoin. I think, there's been mentions in this whole thing of Dogecoin playing a part in Twitter. That's why Dogecoin is going up right now. Crypto, Some of these things I've been talking to you guys about for a while, including the part of like him buying this. On our side in the gun world, obviously there's no companies or no individuals out there who have the wherewithal to buy anything. We've already seen it. I mean, some people pretend they have the wherewithal to buy things or do stuff. None of that's really gone anywhere, but now we're talking about someone who, this is a guy who's been innovating for a long time and been out there doing things for a long time. And he's taking this money and putting it in this direction because what he's going through, we have simpatico with it right now, but he's been going through that, I think, for a long time. And so that's why he feels like, hey, I want to do things to make the world better. Some of that stuff we don't agree with, right? If we're talking about saving the planet or whatever, you probably don't agree with Elon Musk that you should drive electric cars or whatever it is. I think we've had these discussions here before. But some of these things we do agree with. For example, when it comes to, hey, people should be free to say what they want to say, So I think that's where, that's where this kind of stuff is coming in. That's the thing that's happening here. Someone says, "What's weird is me." Cruiseman says, "We know what's weird is Hank Strange. Hank's weird." Well, I think I can't argue that. That's what makes me awesome.
No.
That's why I'm awesome.
You're all a little bit.
That's why I'm awesome. That's what separates me from everyone else. That's the reason why, if you think about it, I'm always talking to you guys about shit way before it happens. So, and I think that's why we're all celebrating here, because we hope that Elon Musk can make a place where we could just go to, and on the merits of what we do, the stuff we create, what we have to say, we could just do that and, not be blocked.
I'm further ahead of that than just, hey, he's going to make Twitter better.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that this levels the playing field somewhat across multiple boards, and I don't know if that will happen, but I hope that this, I don't know, I'm hoping that this has farther reaching consequences in politics and in other things, because I really...
You've been getting you could say it, you've been getting your butt kicked. We've all been getting our butt kicked, and that's why we're kind of excited. Not just the gun guys. There's lots of people out there, gun guys, conservatives, lots of different people who've been
would never have been elected had it not been for Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, it's a definite. They all collaborated. by suppressing
Yes.
the other side. There's
Everyone collaborated.
That's
The
where I'm
news
going.
media collaborated.
Yes.
The social
yeah, but-
media collaborated.
And to say that they didn't, they're lying right to your face.
That
Yeah.
old
I mean-
cooter getting 80 whatever million votes ain't no effing way. It's just
Yeah.
not most popular president in the history of the country. No, there's no
fuck
effing way.
No. Ask people when they're at the gas pump how popular he is.
Exactly.
Ask him how popular he is. It's not. You know what? It's calmed down over there in Ukraine, but the prices are still fucking going up.
Oh, because it had
Prices are
nothing
going to
to do
stay
with,
up. Prices
It
are
had
going to stay
nothing
up.
to do. It never had anything to do with. And get
Now-
ready for the food prices. Have you seen all the factories and farmlands that have been caught on fire recently? I don't know what's going on there.
Just coincidental.
Exactly.
Prices are going to stay up, people. Yeah, they may come off a little bit. We're probably going to get some kind of crash here, and I'm not like any kind of
I'm ready.
I'm not
Good.
any
Alright,
kind of
well-
stock market guru, but we're going to see a crash because inevitably this can't
Very
continue.
happy.
People aren't getting raises to keep up with the inflation.
That's
you
just
know,
funny.
all-
I haven't
all
gotten a
this-
raise this year. I'm waiting for that inflationary raise to happen, and just be like, oh, 2%. That's
How is that going to
not
keep up
even
with
close.
inflation? What's
That's
inflation?
not even close.
They're
to
saying
8%.
they're saying it's 8%. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
they say, you could triple that. Just think about that. You know.
This time last year, gasoline was $2.80 a gallon, which is, by the way, too much at that price too. Should be $1.80 a gallon. Like it
we'll
was
never
during-
see that. We'll never see
Well,
that again.
don't say never.
I'm pretty sure we'll never see that again.
Don't.
Okay.
I've been proven right on many things like guns
Okay.
and ammo and everything.
And then
else.
AKs will be $75 again.
Hank, they were never $75. If you can tell me when they
SKS.
were, and SKS was 40. I bought it for $49.
I never
but
saw.
the
I never saw them for $75.
The AK was never $75 ever in this country. That's a fairy tale that
Yeah.
these wishful people tell.
Ooh,
But-
Walter's Food Fairy showed up at my house too.
Oh, is that what's going on? Oh, food's coming in.
Walter
Speaking
Food
of-
Fairy
Oh.
showed up behind me.
I just
What's
had
up,
some
Walt?
pot roast. I just had some pot roast and some boiled potatoes.
Oh,
And
that's
that-
a good meal.
Oh. And lots of butter on it, Hank. Strange.
Butter.
Lots of butter.
Just not. We didn't need no ketchup, no mustard, just
Salt
butter.
and pepper. Salt and pepper and some butter. That's all I need on my thing.
Oh.
But that pot roast bought at Costco, and it's like it's in a bag and you put it in the microwave, you heat it up.
Mhm.
That thing probably used to cost more like maybe $12.
Mhm.
That one that we just heated up the other night was $20. So you figure it out, Joe Biden.
Yeah. There's going to be lots of that. Wait until we get to Christmas.
Oh, you mean the little boys and girls
whoever
can't get their Teddy Ruxpins at an affordable price?
Oh, hey, I had one of those when I was a kid, and it was great.
The chip crisis, dude. Because of the chip crisis,
Chip
you
crisis,
can't get no
yeah.
Teddy Ruxpins.
That's a false thing too, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Teddy Ruxpin, Brian Quick says if you haven't been following the Depp/Heard trial, Amber Heard is crazy.
I've been watching it.
Have you guys
She's
been?
awful. She's an awful human being. I've been watching the trial. She is a disgusting human being. I don't know how anybody could ever marry that thing.
See,
Let
this
me
is.
say
Go ahead, Walt.
one word:
Uh
gold digger. Gold.
huh. So watch your mouth.
She must have some gold hoo-has or something. 'cause
Yeah.
Jesus, she.
There ain't no digger worth that. Sorry, there ain't no digger
no.
on the planet
This
worth that.
multiple things at play here. First of all, goes back to what I was saying about how a year ago people in our circles didn't even like Elon Musk. You know, I remember people. I remember there's a YouTuber, I think it was Twang and Bang or something, got a Tesla and everyone got mad. But it's the same thing with Johnny Depp. You know, everyone thinks Johnny Depp is like, Johnny Depp, this poor man. Let me just say this to you: Johnny Depp is a flaming liberal.
I'm sure he is, but he still doesn't deserve to be beat up on by a woman.
No one deserves to be beat up on by anybody, except if they put their hands on somebody. Okay. So, but the thing is that, you know, this is not a dude who's like. I've been looking at the trial. One of the funniest things from the trial is his friend, right? he's been taking care of a lot of people for a long time. He has this artist friend. Did you see any of the stuff with the artist friend? A grown ass man that I think he says he's known Johnny Depp for 40 years. He's been living rent free in like penthouses and stuff like that Johnny Depp has been paying for years, probably more than a decade. Okay? And this guy was like crying about Johnny Depp because he says, I'm so traumatized by what Amber Heard did that I couldn't even paint while I was living in this penthouse for free for years with Johnny Depp paying for everything for me. This is a bunch, and you know what kind of art that artist does?
I looked it up. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. He's got a painting. He's got a painting with Trump getting bukkakied. Walt, do you know what bukkakied is? Do you know what that is, Walt?
No, let me ask you guys a question.
Okay, I don't think Walt knows what that is.
I don't care. If you were putting up somebody for that long, paying for their way, aren't you getting a little something for that?
You would think so, but no. Supposedly he was
probably
making.
Is.
He just
off. Like to put somebody up.
Let me tell you, if I'm paying for people to be living someplace, first of all, it's not going to be dudes. As much as I love you guys, I love you guys, by the way.
You better pay for us.
We're
to
friends.
Get night vision.
You would.
Oh yeah, there'll be you guys will be doing something for me. You won't be just living up there.
That's the crazy
the
thing.
lap of luxury. Walt's gonna be building guns. Babyface P will be, I don't know. He'll be making
I'll
night
stock
vision.
the armory.
There's gonna be something going on. I'm not just gonna. But hey, who knows? Who knows what was going on there? But if I'm gonna pay, I'm more likely to go the route of R. Kelly and have like a harem or something.
You're not peeing on me.
Hey, would you to live in a penthouse? You won't take a little golden shower to live in a penthouse.
How often? We gotta talk about how often. Dude.
No.
Man. That's what I like about you, babyface. You're for reals.
I know what it costs to do business here.
Okay. Yeah, babyface will call your bluff at any moment.
Edward Andrews says I'm high maintenance.
Yeah, he is. Walter actually is high maintenance.
I'm not high maintenance. All I need is some potatoes and some butter, and I'm good to go.
42 Chill says, wear a raincoat.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
What I was getting at, you don't. It'd be like housing a whole bunch of women in a house, and you're a dude. And
we're taking a break. We're coming right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Yeah, so check this out. This is a quote. Shelly Fungus says, I saw a video on YouTube of Depp in full Jack Sparrow costume, right? Visiting sick children in a hospital. Then when Trump is president, he says, when was the last time an actor assassinated a president? ?
No, he's not.
So, he's not. I don't think it's cool what Amber Heard did, and I don't like Amber Heard. But I don't know if I really care that much about Johnny Depp either and his woes. Listen, this Amber Heard got married to a chick that was very openly bisexual. Do you know that? Like Amber Heard has been
recently.
I've seen Amber Heard, and I'm not even interested in her. I've seen interviews with Amber Heard talking about how she's bisexual. Why did he marry her? What was going to happen there?
A crazy.
That wasn't going to end well.
Never worked.
Yeah. A prophet that once walked the face of this earth, Biggie Smalls, said you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not knocking her bisexuality. Hey, it's all good. But why are dudes even getting married? Why?
I'm happy with mine.
Yeah, I mean, we're broke.
Yeah.
If I had like Johnny Depp money or Elon Musk money, I'm not freaking getting married. Lola is gonna have to sign a post-nup. I'll just tell you that right now.
Musk married Grimes, and that was a bad idea.
You know, so I don't know what these dudes are doing. By the way, I'm very fortunate, Lola Strange, to have been married to you.
But
that is my first and last marriage. I gotta say that.
I think what it's supposed to be, wasn't it?
Right? Yeah, for life, till death do us part, man. I didn't even do it in a church, but I'm with that.
Sometimes it happens a little faster than others, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, but this is the thing. I don't understand. Like, why are wealthy, famous people, why are they even getting married? Why?
Well, I don't know.
If I had $10 million, I'm not getting married. Much less 100 million, much less a billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, a trillion. I mean, you could just forget about it. You know? I'll just put you on a long-term contract. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'll do. You sign.
I'm too much of a romantic. I would still get married.
You get married?
Oh yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic. I would stick with it, but I'd have to find the right person because there are so many that want to take advantage of it. Obviously.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Want you for your money.
Yeah. So there you go. 42 Chill says, I will marry a gazillionaire. Now, well, this goes back to what's the name of that, what's the name of the, Dave Chappelle. Remember Dave Chappelle did the Oprah skit? He did a skit where he got married to Oprah, so he gave up everything. It was like Dave Chappelle, like, what if he got married to Oprah? He was like, I quit, bitches! I quit! And then he was going around, he's like, I'm rich, bitch! You know? And he was doing whatever Oprah wanted so he could get the money. I don't know. I can't do that either.
Oh God, could you imagine waking up to that thing next to you?
Oh my gosh.
Y'all ever seen Oprah without makeup on?
Yeah. I'll take Amber Heard first, man, even though she poops in the bed.
Now,
And you know Amber Heard cut off Johnny Depp's finger?
Yeah.
I'll still take Amber Heard over Oprah.
look. You know, you're better off staying away from those known. Amber Heard, is that like a stage name? Is that like what is her claim? What is her, aside from this whole debacle? What's her claim to fame?
She's an actress. She was in Aquaman.
Oh,
she's
before that,
she's the redheaded chick in Aquaman. She's been in a couple of movies.
What made her famous?
I mean, that girl must be able to suck a golf ball through a garden hose to.
Now this is a skill. This is a worthy skill. You know, I don't think we should poo-poo that skill.
But you can pay money for that skill.
I don't think we should poo-poo that.
You don't need to get a turd in a bed and a beating for the skill. You can pay good money for it.
By the way, the whole thing is like watching a train wreck.
Well, yeah.
It's like watching a train wreck, yeah.
You know.
It's crazy. You know what? Now, you know what's happening? I actually can't watch the movies anymore. I can't watch a Will Smith movie anymore. I used to enjoy a Will Smith movie.
Welcome to my world.
Now I can't watch a Johnny Depp movie because I'm going to think he got his finger chopped off and got shat on the bed.
I don't think he really got it cut off. But.
Yeah.
Unless it's like with a butcher blade or something, you know.
No, he did. No, he did for real get his finger cut off. Oh yeah.
The tip.
She cut his just the tip.
That's all it took. Just the tip.
She cut his
so
finger off.
She didn't use the big one. She used the pooty colored. She didn't use the big blade. She
used a bottle. I think he said he had his hand on like a bar, the edge of a bar, and she threw some bottles at him. And one smashed and chopped his finger off. Crazy.
That's a loving relationship, isn't it?
Dude. Oh, Brian Quick says Heard was in Zombieland, the hot girl that gets bit in her apartment. Oh.
Yeah, but still, I mean, come on. This is like epic
performances.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I guess
I've always, go ahead.
She must be able to pick a dollar bill off a bar with her scooter.
You know what I've always said? I have never, let me tell you, America, the world, but let's just talk about America for a second. There's beautiful women all over the world. Anyone you like? Who do you guys think is the most beautiful woman that you know? Just tell me. Just what comes to mind? Most beautiful, or even actress? Most beautiful
That's
actress.
a trick question. You're asking a trick question, which I refuse to answer.
I'm just asking. Most beautiful actress in the world. Gal
That's hard to
Gadot,
do.
the Wonder Woman chick. You guys like the Wonder Woman chick? Let's go with
She's
that.
all right.
You know how
No,
many
the big-
chicks? You know how many
The
chicks
big
looks like
booby
that?
woman. Thank you, baby. The big
Which big-
booby girl from the AT&T commercials.
Oh yeah, she's a
The
cutie
big
too.
booby.
AT&T commercial with the big boobies.
Have you seen her?
Is this
out of
okay?
that-
You're gonna have to send me a link to this. I don't even know what you're talking about,
She's
but I
from
want to see.
She's Eastern European, by the way. Too.
Listen, on Instagram, the few times when I go on Instagram, usually when I'm sitting on my porcelain throne, downloading, you know how many beautiful women there are in the world? The world's filled with beautiful people.
Look up Milana, Milana,
Hold on, Milana sounds like Trump.
Vantrub,
Milana.
Vayn.
Oh,
And it
okay.
should
Oh,
auto-
it comes right. It comes right up here.
Oh,
Comes
the
right
big
up.
booby girl from
I don't get to
AT&T.
even. I don't even get. It's.
Oh, yes.
Let me
The
see.
big movie.
She's the big boobas from
Oh,
AT&T.
I see.
She's like the girl next door. That's the thing.
Oh, yes. That's what I enjoy right there.
Okay, the girl next door to me never had that kind of boobage. But listen, I guarantee you that there are in the world with 7 billion plus people, there's at least 1 million women that look like this. Boom.
Probably, yeah.
You don't have to go. You don't have to lose your fortune over it. You don't. Right? It's not necessary. You don't have to do it. You know what you could
Or
do? For like 6
lose your
months.
gun.
6 months, you're wealthy. 6 months. You
Get
can
rid of
rock
your
and roll
guns.
with
That's
that.
what I was thinking, Walter.
You know. Oh, I'm not giving up my guns for nothing. I'm not giving up my guns for nothing. So
That's not an option.
yeah. Night Train says, how beautiful are they really after they wake up in the morning, come out of the shower with no war paint on their face?
I tell you what,
there's lots of women who,
that's
yeah. I don't like,
Marla
I
looks
don't,
good
I
without
don't like makeup. Yeah, I don't.
No, Marla looks great without makeup.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's usually telling her when we go out to dinner, like if we go out to a fancy restaurant, I'm like, too much. You don't need it. You really don't need it.
It's a nice little surprise, every now and then. But I'm not a makeup kind of.
It's
I don't need.
You don't wear makeup, Hank Strange? Come on.
I've worn makeup in my life. in my life.
It's like cologne or perfume. One small spritz is all you need, very light, so you get the air.
Yeah.
You don't need to be drenching yourself in it.
It smelled like the Avon truck hit you.
Yes, you don't need that. You don't need that.
Brian Quick says Anna de Armas. Let's see. Anna de Armas, let me tell you something. Yeah, she's cute. She's beautiful.
Oh, that's
you know,
a good-looking
there's
girl.
still, on this planet, there's at least 1 million Anna de Armases. I promise you.
Probably
you.
about 50,000. I'm going to go 50,000.
More. At least 1 million. You could get an Indian Anna de Armas. There's a black Anna de Armas. There's an Asian Anna de Armas. Okay. There's a Anna de Armas of all the flavors.
Cuban. Oh, she's
Okay.
cute.
On this planet with 7 billion people, there's at least 1 million people. Now, look, I'm a handsome guy. There's at least 1 million handsome dudes that look like me. There's at least 1 million handsome dudes that look like Walter or Babyface. Look at that. 1 million dudes. 1 million dudes.
I'm one of a kind, baby.
1 million dudes at least like look like that.
But when you get this, you get the whole package. You get the spends too much money on night vision, irritable bowel syndrome, and the personality. That's not all. You can't find 1 million
Lord.
people with all of that.
Now you're not soiling the bed. It's all right.
Like Amber Heard, back to the poopy jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, Cruise Man says he's worn Kiss makeup, and does that count? I've worn makeup before.
Well, that's different. That's
Yeah,
not like.
yeah. Come on. I'm a macho
There-
kind of guy, but I've worn makeup. I've done. I was in broadcasting
Drag.
school.
You're gonna say drag.
I was in
I've
broadcasting
done
school.
drag before.
Drag? No. That's a violation. That's a Hollywood thing. You ever noticed in Hollywood that in order for you to become famous in Hollywood, you've got to put on a dress, you've got to play like a gay part and all that kind of stuff. In order to make it in Hollywood, you got to do that. And as I've said before, hey, I got no problem with people being or doing whatever they are. But I don't believe that a man should not be willing to do anything for money, regardless of who you are. You know,
Brian Quick said Anna de Armas doesn't have IBS.
oh, let me tell you, man, everybody, that's the human part. Like, that's how you know you love someone. You know, no matter how beautiful your wife is, when she rips one off on you and goes, it's just hair. It's just hair.
I'm the ripper. Marley
I rate it.
tolerates
I rate it. That's what I do. It's like, that was awesome.
Oh, my God. That's a violation. I don't want to smell anybody else's brand.
Oh,
I only like
Marley's
my own brand. Thank you very much.
Oh, baby,
Marley's
baby.
a burper.
Huh? Marley's a ripper?
I said Marley's a burper. I'm the farter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your food is going to be tainted next time.
I know.
around.
Well, it's too late. I already ate most of it. She can't put anything in it.
Yeah. So listen, there's no need to to ruin yourself, you know. And if you're out there, all kidding aside, if you're out there in a relationship that is violent like this on this level, like, there's nothing worth it. Even if you got kids or whatever it is, it's not worth it to go through that.
Could you imagine being so angry that you had to squat over your significant other side of the bed and just pinch one off? Like, I've never been that angry in my life.
But
ever.
you know what the thing here, I think that a lot of men are relating to is that we live in a world where everyone says that women aren't violent and don't do mean things and all of that kind of stuff, and it's not true. I was
just gonna say, women in their own way are way more violent than men. Men are outwardly violent. Men have, I don't know what you would say. Like, men are aggressive and outwardly aggressive. Women are inwardly aggressive.
Well, for sure, there's men that beat their wives and do terrible things.
But women cut each other down real bad.
No, but even so, I was going to say this. Like, with my parents, my dad was a bodybuilder, street fighter. My dad was a badass. Still, you know, he's still like that. But you know what? First of all, he wasn't the parent who gave out the most lashes. He gave out some punishment, but in a very controlled way. My mom, I would say, was the batshit crazy person. You know, my mom's like chop down doors, burn stuff down. You know, my mom would like stick my dad with a safety pin. Do you know what that is?
Oh my God! Why?
You know? Oh, she vicious. She was. She's not here anymore. You know, rest in peace.
Well,
but you know,
crazy.
there's women bullies.
No,
I grew up with that my whole life. I grew up with my mom was like that my entire life. I don't know what she hated, like why she hated me so bad, but she was one of those kinds of people. So there's really vicious women out there, and I think that's the thing that's coming out in this, that all human, you know, like how they say that women aren't the reason why there's war on the planet. That makes me laugh. War exists mostly because of women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what
Absolutely.
Even if they don't cause it, even if they don't go out there and fight in it,
That's what we fight over.
yeah, we go out there and we do it. So, yeah. So women could be just as vicious as men, and then sometimes because of the fairer sex thing, they could be even more vicious. You know, like a guy might accidentally have sex with his wife's best friend. That wasn't. I'm gonna say it's not. That wasn't deliberate.
I just fell into her and then out of her and then into her again.
But here's the thing: you mess around with a woman, she will deliberately have sex with your best friend. Just in the case of vengeance, you know. So I think that women in lots of cases could be more vengeful. So be careful what you get into. This is my warning. This is my early words of wisdom to the young guys out there. The young guys.
Right,
and don't
so
get married.
we've,
Don't get married.
We've burned to an hour
Get married.
discussing.
Get married. To anybody out there that has found the right one, get married. It is a wonderful thing. I love my wife.
Make sure.
She's awesome.
Here's what I would say: make sure it's the right one. If you didn't hear,
Hank is the one saying don't get married, and his significant other is like the powerhouse behind the relationship. So
how's Lola the powerhouse?
Lola is the rock one, the one that has the sense.
Oh, Lola's the stable one.
Yes, she is the stability.
She's
of the
the sensible one.
Yes, yeah.
But all of this creativity comes from my craziness.
It's true. It's true.
Okay.
You have to find somebody that
Yeah.
balances you.
You need chaos for this kind of imagination.
You need chaos for that kind of imagination.
Listen, I'm very lucky.
All right.
I think I've been married to Lola now for like 23 years or so. Oh,
You better get. I was gonna say
Oh.
you better get
I
this.
here
brought
we go.
this-
Okay.
I brought this goddamn thing in the house because you wanted to do a flamethrower to Elon Musk. It's like, okay, bitch, get the flamethrower out.
I don't think it's
Stop talking about the bitches. Stop talking about the bitches and get the flamethrower out. Come on.
Okay. So do you guys want to
I'm gonna
see?
take it
I'm
back
gonna.
outside.
Are you gonna set that flamethrower off right now?
In my house?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
in
it.
my
I'm
wood-
behind you.
in this
my wooden
van.
house?
Sure.
I'm gonna build a flamethrower right now in this van. You guys think I'm not
Are
gonna
you
do
gonna
it?
fart? You're gonna bend over and fart, and Lola's gonna light
You think
it?
I'm
What
not
are you
gonna do it? You think I'm not gonna do it? Okay. First of all, we need some donated parts. So just like if you were, making an 80%er or doing a
Amber, bend over and fart. He's gonna light it up.
3D print.
Yeah, you get the match in there.
This I think is the core of what's important if you want to build a flamethrower. If everyone's ready for this. Here we go. This particular one I'm using is called Click and Flame. There you go. Boom.
Okay.
There we go. That's the
Did you go and buy this today? It's
no.
still in the pack.
No, I had this laying around.
Oh,
No,
nothing in my house
I am
stays in
like
package.
I'm like Nostradamus, in case you don't know. Like I can see the future.
Nothing in my house
I don't
stays
know
in
if
the
that's-
wrapper. It comes
So
out
I'm
immediately.
unboxing it right now. Boom. Okay, there we go. So this is the first part of the equation. And if you've ever seen Elon Musk flamethrower, trust me, I think this is equally as powerful as a flamethrower.
It actually
That-
is, yes. This is kind of
about-
pathetic.
This is about equally as powerful as the flamethrower that they made. So now, next element. Oh. We need this. We gotta keep this legal. I think, there's legal lengths for flamethrowers, right? I believe there is.
No.
So,
There ain't no such thing as legal links.
yeah. Well, we don't want to, we don't want the AFT coming after us because we made, huh? So we're gonna keep it all above board here. So right now I am building my flamethrower. I'm gonna make a stock. You know what? I think I like the triangle stock, right? Like the AK triangle stock is one of my favorite. You know what? I feel like, what's the name of that redheaded comedian? Is it Gallagher?
No.
Gallagher's not redheaded.
No.
Gallagher's
that's
the
a
watermelon
Carrot
smasher.
Top. Carrot Top.
Carrot
Carrot
Top.
Top,
I
yeah.
feel like Carrot Top right now.
Have you
Boom!
seen that man?
I've
Check
seen
that
him
out.
live.
Look.
I've seen him in person.
Yeah.
He's that dude works out like crazy.
Oh, he buff. He big.
I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he built. I saw him. He actually dialed down his builtness. So there we go. So hold on. I can shoulder it. Let's see if I can make this work. I don't know. Let's see if it'll work the first time. Are you guys ready? Here we go. What? Oh, let's go.
I don't see any hairspray. I'm just
Look at that. Look at that flamethrower. That's more of a flame than Elon Musk had of his flamethrower.
All right, for those who
With Arms List, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Arms List. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Arms List.
All right, there you go. You guys are welcome. If you want to see it one more time, here we go. Are you ready for this?
And like I said, for the folks that are listening to this, he's playing with a match for those folks. That are listening.
So you guys want to see what I finished over the weekend?
Listen, that was amazing. Oh, you guys aren't even going to give me my props. Look at that amazing work that I did there, man. This should be the thumbnail. This is going to be the thumbnail of this thing right now.
God, people are gonna go, what the hell is that?
Check that out. That's the thumbnail. I don't know. I won't use it. Okay, Babyface, what you got?
Oh man!
Listen, look, ready? It goes, okay, hold on, we'll put it on safe. We get nothing. Put it on fire, you get a click. and a reset and a click. Look at that.
Oh, look at you.
It actually works.
He
And if
made a
anybody
gun
wants to see-
in a cave. Congratulations.
If anybody wants to see how to put an AK trigger into a Galil, that video went live today. It'll show
Oh, cool.
you all the things you need to do.
YouTube/BabyfaceP. We'll go look it up in a
That's
second.
right. That's right.
Let's get some comments. Cruiseman says, "I've been married 13 years. Congratulations,
Good on
Cruiseman,
you.
and your lovely wife out there." And by the way, I know there's lots of people who are happily married and enjoy their wives and husbands, and I'm one of those people. My wife is awesome, and Walter, your wife is awesome. And Patrick,
Yes.
your wife is awesome.
Yes.
too.
I
we all
got
know
a birthday card from Peggy, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah,
back when
Peggy.
my birthday
Yeah, Peggy.
And I just took my slide off my 45, and the back end of the spring shot off. across the room.
Oh, you
Oh,
are
no.
fucking.
That's
it's
not
gone.
the first time.
Patrick, do they make captivated spring assemblies for these things?
They do. They were a pain in the ass to put together, but they do make them. Yes.
Did we
Because I
capture
just
that
love-
on video? Did someone? Do we see this? Was this on?
It
video?
might have happened. We'd have to. Someone's got to go back and look.
Yeah.
I was cursing though when you guys were talking.
Yeah.
though.
So let me get some comments in there. Brian Quick said Carrot Top, yes. Night Train says He give us the link to a World War II flamethrower.
Those are perfectly legal, by the way, and I would love to own one.
Brian Quick says Gorn segment, and we're talking about crazy women. Cruiseman says a Bic lighter doesn't count, Hank. It's not a Bic lighter. It is a complete flamethrower. Thank you very much.
Here
I think that's awesome.
is the
Oh, here's
other
Walter's.
project.
Here's Walter's.
There's a real. Yeah, that's a real. Well, yeah, that's a real flamethrower.
It's a mini flamethrower.
Have you ever tried gelled fuel in it, Walter? Does it work?
No, it's not going to pump. It's not going to pump.
No, it doesn't
that
have the
good.
strength.
Yeah.
Here is what I finished. The other thing I finished over the weekend.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
1911 A1 with A. You guys won't believe this. This is a rare beast here. Hold on. Can I catch the light just right?
What are we looking for?
The name on the side of the frame.
Wait, are we supposed to see a horse?
No, there's no horse.
No horsey.
It's
I
you
know
can't
what
see
it
it. It says Palmetto State Armory, South Carolina.
Oh, nice. Okay, very nice.
Back in 2016, 15 or 16, PSA clearance these frames for like $80. So I bought two of them. I ended up selling one and selling the other one to a friend of mine. And then when I decided to buy this parts kit, I was like, "Hey, you've never built on that frame. Can I just buy it back from you?" And he said, "Yes." So we now have a 1911 A1.
Is this
ready
Jeff?
to test fire. Yes, it was his. I sold the receiver to him, and then he never built it, so I asked to buy it back from him.
Very cool. Shout out to Shooting Gallery Annie. He's out there. He says, "What's crack-a-lacking, everybody?" I'll be.
Hey,
in
this
Florida.
is legal in his turf, isn't it?
He's gonna be in Florida this week. He says. So there you go.
Oh. Yeah.
And Cruiseman says, "Did we just get hanked?" I don't know.
By the way, Sarco, $290 Sarco parts kits, and it with a little bit of stoning to make things smooth, it works just effing fine.
Yeah,
and I am batting.
Did you
1,000
find Walter? You just
what'd you
lost
just
that.
lose now?
He lost it again.
No, I didn't find it. The other part, I dropped something else, but I'll have to. I won't find it in this room. There's no way. There is no freaking way.
It's,
I mean,
it can't be that bad. It can't be that.
What do
bad.
you? Is it just the spring, or is it
no,
the
not
captive?
the spring, the cap, and the part in the back that goes against the barrel.
Oh no, you'll
so
find
it's not
that.
the
You'll be
front
able.
cap. It's
Is-
the back in here.
Yes, that goes up against the barrel when you put the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
launched
you could
it.
probably find that. You could probably find it.
Well, the problem is I have these
actually-
headphones on, so I could not hear where it landed. So
Yo, God, no! After the show, I'll go look. I may have a replacement out in the garage.
okay. Yeah, I don't need.
If I
nothing
don't, I
more.
thought I either have that or I have a captured one in the garage that I've never used. So I will go look. It's in. I know what bag it's in. I'll just go peek.
It's right there in that room. It can't grow legs and walk
Well,
out of the room.
Yeah, but look at that effing room.
I know.
So
This
what?
19
Okay, who makes that one?
This is an auto ordnance.
Okay.
It says Thompson Auto Ordnance on the side of the
Yeah,
frame.
they're the Moonies, the Mooney Colt.
When I bought this gun was nickel plated, and
Oh no!
I ain't about no nickel plated 45. I just wasn't about.
Is that the one that you stuck in the denickeling solution and then parked?
Well, this is the one I tried to blast off the Parkerizing, and I couldn't get it all off. So at the time, I took it to a local plater who unplated it.
Mm-hmm.
And once he did that, it parked beautifully.
Parked real quick, yeah.
Yeah. No, I have not used that solution yet. That solution is still sitting. So that was for that revolver. Do you still have that, or you gave that back to me? I can't remember.
It's sitting out in the garage. I got it.
Where's my?
Oh no, I'm not talking about the 22.
That one
about
you
the
do have
38
back.
Yeah.
We got that one working, and you have it in your hand.
Did you get that single action I gave you working?
You didn't give me a single action, did you? You gave me a single double.
Is it a single?
Oh,
double?
the old piece of shit. Yeah. No, it's just sitting in the back.
Hold on a second.
Oh, y'all piece of shit.
That old.
Come on, man. That's a project.
Okay, come get it and work on it.
So is Amber Heard.
Yeah, I ain't working on that. Ho. That's a good reply right there. So is Amber Heard. Yeah.
Shooting Gallery
You don't wanna work
says
on
to
that one.
answer your question, Babyface. Yes, it's led to build 1911. Need to get myself a frame. I have Stealth Arms parts kit. I have been meaning to build for a while. I don't know what it means to. It's led to build 1911. I'm not sure. I don't know. What
Sarko has
legal.
frame.
He says legal. It's legal to build.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Legal to build. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet this is not where he's at.
Yeah.
Oh, I also finished that this weekend too, didn't I? Totally forgot about that.
Well, when I get
Check
done
that
here.
out.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh, cool. When I
So
finish
where did
this-
these where did this stuff come from? That Atmos
this
looks
one,
familiar.
This one here is from JSD Supply, and I do have a video that I will put on building this, which is actually going to go on Utreon, and then another video on assembling this and shooting it. Yeah, this one's from JSD, and I wasn't sure what I would think about it, but the brown and the black looks
That's
really.
Oh,
Yeah.
really
you know
cool.
that looks like a penis. That's what you say. It looks like a penis.
A penis, a brown.
Wait,
and
hold on.
black. My
Yeah,
penis
whose
didn't
penis?
look like
Remember
that.
Only Michael Jackson's vitiligoed penis looks brown and
Penis,
black
yeah.
like that. I don't know.
You know, you remember what you
talking
said about that one Will printed, the one he printed out, and that looks like
Oh.
a penis.
I
Who said that? Yeah, who
Yeah,
said that?
Patrick did, I think.
I don't remember that, but yeah, so I want to get into printing. I'm gonna have to spend some money on a printer because I now want to do some.
Yeah,
printing.
we all have to spend some money on some printers.
Did you see? By the way, since we're talking about printing, did you see my Instagram post about printing?
No, what was it?
Go check out Instagram. Look for the picture of Steven Seagal. It's a very
Yeah.
good. It's a.
By the
I
way,
saw that.
by the way,
You
by
like
the-
that, Walter?
By the way, do you have a link for JSD Supply? Shout out to
I
JSD
do.
Supply.
I haven't. I don't think it's something that's easily rememberable, so I haven't
Okay.
posted it anywhere. I'm gonna have to go find it.
Yeah, so you guys just need to go to my you could just go to my JSD Supply link if that's the case. Okay, let's go look up Babyface P here. Hold on one second. Okay. Here we go. Babyface P. Pay no attention to anything else you see on here. I don't know. That's somebody.
Oh no.
I don't know
Slow.
who's yeah, here we
By
go.
the way,
There it is.
What's Steven
Steven
Seagal saying? I endorse Bitcoin, guns, and hoes. I might also print some guns now, hoes. Oh, Lord. And shout out to JSD Supply right there. You got
Yeah, thank you for hooking me up with this. We'll have some content on the Polymer 80s stuff in general. I've never really done it, much videos on them, but they seem to work just fine once you kind of rough them in. They seem to work. I mean,
the Polymer 80.
it's the best. Yeah, it seems to be fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't have this finished yet, but before it's all done here, this thing is sliding like it's on.
Yeah, it
glass.
slides nicely, it looks like.
Lolo just put a link in the chat. Shooting Gallery Any says P80s are legal to build in Massachusetts. Just have to register it with the state within 7 days of being a functional firearm.
Does that count
Can
as
I-
legal to build if you have to register it?
Yeah.
Can I have a suggestion for all these people for their serial number? Just put boo. B
F you.
FU 2001, yeah.
Gary, it's the ghost gun.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. Let me see here. Okay, Shelly Fungus has a comment that I'll ask you guys about. Says, did you guys see people freaking out because Beretta made Jeffree Star a pink pistol? Laugh my ass off. Really? Who cares? Jeffree Star. Do you guys even know who that is?
effing sociopath, weirdo thing that probably shouldn't legally be allowed to own guns. But if that brings more people into firearms in general, then I'm okay with it.
Why don't I have any internet?
So, so let me see if I could find a picture of the. Okay, so if you search Jeffree Star, you're gonna come up with it.
It's a fucking weird thing.
So yeah, so I didn't realize Jeffree Star was into guns, and so if you don't know who Jeffree Star is, Walter, that's like one of the most famous YouTubers out there.
Yeah, it's
just Jeffree Star. I don't know what Jeffree Star identifies as, but it's a dude that puts on a lot of makeup. So I'm not really sure what the identification is or whatever.
Remember you were saying earlier about dudes that would do anything? Bingo.
Yeah, but anyway, Jeffree Star, who's free to, in my opinion, free to do whatever she, whatever wants. And being into guns, I didn't realize that. So I see here there's some pictures.
Got a picture of an AR-15 too.
Yeah, so there you go. So
good on him.
Yeah, I got no problem with that. Is this Beretta giving the gun over? Yeah, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go back and see.
Fucking weird, but
okay. There are.
I mean,
whatever.
Yeah. Listen. I don't have any problem with it. I don't care. You know. I think that I think that the Second Amendment is for everyone. I'm just going to say that, and I don't have any problem.
That doesn't mean that all the antics that everybody pulls is good for the community. Let's just say that. I don't like that word community either because I'm not part of that community that he's in. So, but you have to understand, to be like saying, okay, well, you know, just because. Well, anyways, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
If that, you know what, my thought here is if that normalizes gun ownership for the normies out there that don't know anything about guns, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I don't really.
I think that is more important. Normalizing gun ownership for people, for somebody like that, is way more important, way more beneficial than me shitting on him for being a fucking weirdo.
Well, so let me say this: like the weirdo part of it. Here's like my thing on it, and I think I understand where you're coming from, but on the flip side of that, but listen, let's remember this though. Let's remember this: we all came out of cultures. Like, you like rock and roll, Walt. I'm sure you were into the hair bands or whatever of the 80s. Those dudes were dressing like women. One of my favorite musicians was Prince. He dressed like a chick, put on makeup, all of that kind of stuff. And yours too.
I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I'm just trying to say, like, that kind of stuff I don't really... Like, if I'm not going to... I'm not going to partake in necessarily what these folks are doing or whatever it is they're into lifestyle-wise, but I don't really care about it because it's always been like that in life, that there's been people who, like men who wear makeup, who have long hair, who dress like women, who do all that kind of stuff. So, I mean,
is it true?
Yeah,
very true. But and it's okay. It doesn't mean that it has to be for us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't follow trends and all that kind of stuff. I still don't wear skinny jeans. You know, I'm still wearing like my jeans like I did in the 90s.
No acid ball and skinny jeans would be hilarious.
So, I mean, you know, that whole thing I don't have a problem with. And you know what's funny? Like, so probably right now Marley is over there looking at a Jeffree Star video, right? She likes makeup.
No, she was looking at some fat cow putting on makeup. And I made fun of the girl, and Marley turned it off.
I think that a lot of women like men who look like women. That's just a thing.
Weird.
And that's something
weird.
I know it's weird. It's weird to me. I'm telling you, it's weird to me. But I get it if someone wants to. If there's people who want to be like that, I get it. It's not a thing that I'm like, oh, I gotta, do something to those people. Look, I'll tell you guys. I think I've told you guys this before. A long time ago, when YouTube was less messed up to me, they invited me to Atlanta to the YouTube headquarters.
Imagine you going to the Atlanta headquarters?
I went to the Atlanta headquarters. I had an AK carved into my head. Do you remember when I had that AK in my head?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you going to their headquarters.
And there were people there that there was like, I remember there was this black female security guard, and she was like, "Oh no, oh no." I was like, "Oh yes." So when I was there, there were lots of different
Well,
YouTube.
Black Atlantans love guns.
This particular one didn't. But anyway, there were lots of
Okay.
different YouTubers that were at that event, and at that event were some gay YouTubers, and they were asking me like what I did for YouTube, and I said, hey, I'm a gun guy, and they said, you know what, we need like gay people need guns too, and that's how I feel about it.
I'm pretty sure most Americans love guns. It's just that you start hearing from that echo chamber that says no guns are bad.
Yeah.
But
What about like
Americans,
Marilyn Manson? Is Marilyn Manson into guns? You know, that's a dude who puts on makeup and dresses like a chick and has long hair. And one of Johnny Depp's best friends. Johnny Depp, who has long hair and puts on makeup and, you know, is a rock star and goes out and does stuff, you know. And Marilyn Manson is probably like what at this stage? At least older than me. If I'm 50, Marilyn Manson's got to be like Walter's age. You know, so
maybe not. No, I don't think he's that old.
He's not my age.
Yeah,
no, I don't think he's Walter's age.
But there's some rock stars. There's some rock stars who
probably closer to you, Hank, than he is closer to me.
But that's what I'm saying is there's some rock stars like that. So you know,
what I'm trying to say is in a nutshell is we don't that. You don't.
This
need
is a
all
hard
that.
nutshell to get out of.
You don't need all that to. That's not going to. You don't need all that to keep things like so you can have your guns. Mm-hmm. You don't need to have all these sideshows. That's not what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, and that's the percentage of the sideshow is so small, itty bitty teeny weeny, versus the regular old folks that are just doing their thing every day. So what I'm saying is it's not necessary to keep the thing rolling, keep the freedom rolling. Sure, they could all have their guns.
But there's nothing wrong with the companies. I think, in my opinion, making.
I think they're glomming on. That's all.
Perhaps I think a lot of the companies are doing that. But you know, Beretta has never made a gun for me. I mean, and I don't think that they will.
Good luck.
But hey, you know at the same time, I don't mind. I think they've made guns for lots of different people out there. Does it make a difference if they made a gun? What's the name of the white rapper that you're into, Patrick? What's his name again?
White rapper that I'm into.
Yeah, what's the name of that guy? He's a gun guy. You talk about him all the time.
Oh, Post Malone. Yeah,
Malone.
Yeah, he's a gun guy.
Post Malone. Does Post Malone look any less crazy?
Oh, you fucking nuts.
Once again, it's not needed. That doesn't move the stuff forward. That stuff doesn't play any part in things getting fixed. It doesn't. That's just a sideshow. That's a sideshow. All that stuff's a sideshow.
And I agree with you, Walt, but I think that's the name of the business that people are in.
Nobody in Washington's gonna talk to the guy dressed up in pink.
So here's Post Malone, right? Here's Post Malone with Here's Post Malone with an MP5, I think it looks like. You know, and that's a dude that's got tattoos on his face and all that kind of stuff, and I don't care. I think listen, a lot of times. First of all, there's people making personal decisions, but that's just part of entertainment and stuff like that, you know. So, without a doubt, it takes all kinds of different people. The thing I would say about it is I think guns, at the risk of taking something else that someone else has out there, guns are for everyone, for all people. Everyone has the right to defend themselves and do it.
That's a known item. That's
a thing.
We don't need to. Once again. Yeah. It's the Second Amendment applies to every American citizen, right?
Yeah. No,
you don't need special laws. You don't need special dispensations.
Right.
It applies.
To take your side, Walt, I think it's the same thing as when we have these two knuckleheads who
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Okay, so Edward Andrew, shout out to him, says Walter 58 is challenging. I understand. Is Edward Andrews 58? What?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's you know.
No, I know him. I don't think he. Well, okay, if you're 58, Edward Andrews, let me know. I don't know. Walter, you're older than 58.
If if there was no thing called this, what we're doing right here,
Right.
no one would give two shits about the guy in pink or the guy with tattoos on his face and guns. No one would
No.
care.
And look, it's
No
like
one
when
would care.
it's like, so what I was going to say before we got cut off, it's like when the gun companies, someone gets famous for doing something stupid, like that couple in Missouri that went out with a fake gun and all this kind of stuff, and then all the gun companies gave them guns. That's,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, that all that kind of stuff is kind of insane to me, or whatever,
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah. But they
serve
could do
the
it.
Cause. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't make it easier to do things when you have, whatever. Hey,
to
have
each
fun.
his own. To each his
Yeah.
own. Yeah.
I don't have to
each his
deal
own.
with you, so have a nice
Yeah.
day.
I hope that those people, I hope that the folks out there, regardless of who they are, right, that like guns, I hope you realize that it's something that you have to, it's not just a thing that you could just go out there and buy the guns and then it stays like that. I mean, when I started doing this, I always liked guns. So when I started doing this, I didn't really think that I had to get out there and talk about the Second Amendment and all that. But I came to the realization that if you want to have these guns, you have to do things to fight for it, because there's people out there actively, trying to erode, our rights and take away your natural right to be able to defend and protect yourself. So hopefully, if those people come around to that way of thinking, then it's all good. That's what I think about it. So, but companies will, there's been porn stars that have gotten into the game. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Yeah. There's been some porn
Whatever.
star chicks that have become gun people, and gun companies out there are very happy about that. So it's all good.
What else?
So there you go. Okay. Let's see. What's the next thing that we have to go to here? What else?
What's
has
next in
been
the
going
news
on?
today?
Oh, Mikey Tyson. Anyone see
Don't
that?
know anything about this. This is news to me.
You didn't see Mike Tyson beat up someone on a plane?
No, I haven't heard about this. This is new.
Okay, this person on the Mike is in the first class. This guy comes up to him, and I don't know the gory details. I saw a little bit of the video. This guy's harassing Mike, and obviously somebody's photographing it or videotaping it, because the guy looks over at the other person making like faces and everything. And finally, I don't know if supposedly he touched Mike or Mike touched him, but Mike wailed on his ass. And
it looked like the guy was really drunk.
Oh no, you shouldn't be drunk around Mike Tyson.
Yeah, and Mike. So, like Lola said, I think we watch. Weren't we hanging out together when this?
yeah,
happened?
we saw it. We watched that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the guy was drunk. Mike Tyson was getting on JetBlue, and Lola was like, "What the hell is Mike Tyson getting on JetBlue?"
JetBlue.
Well, because he's not as rich as he used to be, I guess. But he was leaving Was he leaving California to go out to come to Florida for like a weed celebration, 420 or something happened down here? Yeah. So yeah, this guy just
He had it coming to him.
yeah, this guy just kept messing with him, I think, and was really out of his mind.
Tyson in any sort of trouble?
The guy got a lawyer, I think. I don't know if he's in legal. So basically, he beat the guy up, and there's video of this of him pummeling the guy, and then he got off the plane and walked away, which was a smart move.
Sounds like the guy deserved it.
I'm with that move. Get out of there. But yeah, you got to leave people alone. You can't mess with people. You can't put your hands on people.
They got no right to be standing over the top behind him, bugging him and saying shit. It's just. And I kind of blame that on the airline too for not saying, "Hey, go sit down, you drunk bastard."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I don't
have
know
him
where
taken
they.
off- Or have him taken off the plane like they would to you and me.
Yeah, where's the flight attendants?
Yeah.
And you know what the other thing is? So you know why I think this happened? When we left your place, we were talking about this, Walt. One of the things that happened is now you don't have to wear a mask on the plane. So Mike Tyson was probably flying around on JetBlue all this time with a mask on his face and no one knew it. Now,
Maybe.
Now you don't have to wear a mask, and this guy realized, oh shit, that's Mike Tyson, and he was already drunk and lost his shit and all that kind of stuff. It's not an excuse. I'm not like, there's no reason for it. But
I get to fly on. I get to fly on Friday, so I'll get to test out this no mask thing.
Yeah, there's no
Good on
mask.
you. You
Ho-
do
I
that.
hope it.
And
Yeah, I hope it's.
you tell anybody, if anybody gets on you about it, you tell them to shove it right up their ass.
People have been happy that they don't have to wear the mask anymore. I saw a
Oh,
flight
yeah,
attendant
yeah.
singing. There was a dude, a black male flight attendant singing, and he sounded like Sam Cooke. And he was singing, "We don't have to wear masks anymore." Everyone was throwing their masks in the garbage. It was, I think,
Good.
in general, the people who fly are happy about it, but the people on CNN are really mad about it. So we're good with
Well,
that.
you know, you, you're gonna kill someone. You know,
I know. That's the.
you're gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah.
You're gonna. Why didn't they wear a mask during the regular flu season when 100,000
Right.
people were dying every anyways?
Right.
I mean, you look at the numbers when people died during the flu season. 100
Mm-hmm.
plus thousand every year died during influenza. Oh, duh.
This is a symbolic thing for a lot of people on the left. They've picked it up as a symbol, just like a lot of
It's a
people on the
symbol.
right has picked it up as a
It's a-
symbol of like, I am not gonna do it. And then there's people on the flip side of like, we all have to do it from now on forever to show our loyalty
No, we
to
don't
the
have
right.
to do it. No, we don't have to
It's
do
insane.
So-
It's all insane.
it. No. You know what? If you don't want to do it, don't get on the plane.
Basically, yes.
Don't travel.
Yes,
This-
absolutely.
Somehow the world rotated just fine before they found these
Human
cheap-
beings,
They-
we do a lot of stuff that spreads diseases. If you don't know, are you handling money with your bare hands? Diseases.
Okay.
Look
You
at
have
what's the name of that town here in Florida? Lots of disease gets spread there.
The villages.
The villages. You know exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
guarantee half these damn leftists that complain about don't take a bath every day. I guarantee.
Oh my God! Please take a bath, please.
Yes.
You know, for example, do you drink from other people? Lola gets mad at me because I have this thing where if I'm drinking
Don't
something,
drink after her.
if Lola comes and drinks it, she can have it. I'm done with that. But
Really?
I've been like that since my mom made me like that. She was like, "Don't drink anything from other
I've
people."
swapped enough bodily fluids on my significant other. It ain't gonna make any difference.
That's
Exactly,
what Lola.
the
That's
same
what
here,
Lola
like-
says. I don't care. I've always been like that. But her and the kids don't care, so they'll come take. That's
No,
how they'll take
I'm-
stuff from me. They'll just take it, drink it, and then it's theirs.
Oh,
They
no,
know-
I'm not
They
gonna-
know.
I'm not gonna
They
take
know
it.
to
They
play
know.
your game.
Yeah, they know it belongs to them now.
I ain't
So-
taking it from my son and stuff like that. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
not. That's not.
Yeah. So yeah, but here's the point I'm trying to make. We do lots of things that spread diseases.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh yeah.
we do lots of things, none of which we are going to
that too.
stop.
Yeah.
So let me get this because this is something awesome about me. So I gotta, I gotta say it. And Shelly Fungus says, "Hank, my wife loves you. She says you make more sense than most men." I gave her a dirty look. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, the ladies love Hank Strange. So Mrs. Shelly Fungus, thank you very much. You know, I appreciate it. You know, you could just take that and put that in the put that in the old Mind Palace for. Does anyone use a Mind Palace out there? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know what that is. No, I have no idea
So-
what
What
that
is
means.
that?
Okay, you guys, I'm not even get into it if you guys don't know because then
you can
you're gonna go, oh no, that's terrible, Hank Strange, you're evil. But this is what a Mind Palace is like. You store images of hot chicks, like we were just looking at Ana de Armas, and then later on, when you're doing the business.
Wait, this is a
you
thing?
pull the Mind Palace Ana de Armas out of the mind. The Mind Palace is like memory storage.
It's memory. This is not a physical thing. This is in your brain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in your brain. It's in your brain.
Yeah, that's-
I
know what
think
this
I
is.
think
It's
men
not
do
weird.
this. I think women. I think
Yeah.
women. They're like messing with their significant other, and they're imagining Brad Pitt or what's the name? What's the name of the muscly Thor dude? Whatever that Australian dude is.
And Aquaman. They think of Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman. That's like yeah.
There you go.
There you go. You know. So there you go. So just hey, put that old Hank Strange in the Mind Palace. Save it for later. Shelly Fungus don't have to know about that. So there you go. Now I've really created
You made
trouble
trouble
over
for
there.
yourself.
Yeah. So do you guys have a Mind Palace? Do you have in the Mind Palace some stuff? Don't worry. The Peggy's not looking at this. Marley's not looking. She's not
Oh,
hearing
Marley
this.
watches all.
Oh, so you're not saying anything, Patrick? Just
No,
Blake.
I
Blake,
got
if it's true, Patrick. Blake.
Oh, I know exactly what. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
It's just Blake often, and then we'll know.
Yeah.
Walt, you could tell us. Don't worry, you're not going to get in trouble.
Hey, I got some awesome mini bikes I think about all the time.
Well, that's what Walter thinks about. He's going to town and he goes,
Walter,
mini
you know what? Walter thinks about tanks, I'm sure. Walter's like, that was a sexy Panther tank I saw.
That was
Yeah.
a damn bad.
And swing!
That was a hell of a deal we missed out on. I did miss out on we missed out on a serious deal on tanks just recently actually.
Oh.
What was being sold?
Oh.
When I went to North Carolina, the person who passed away, his wife had sold. He had 2 Sherman recovery vehicles. So, you know, a tank gets stuck. It has another tank that's a recovery vehicle with a winch on it or a crane or whatever.
I saw
It
those.
pulls the
Are
other tank
badass.
out.
Yeah.
Well, this guy had 2 of these Sherman recovery vehicles that she sold for like $45,000 a piece.
Oh, I would love to own that.
And those things are worth probably closer maybe to $100 a piece.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
And I wish we would have rolled up on it because I would have made it work.
My
I could
Lord.
do some creative financing and get that money.
I know you and Sean were probably losing your entire minds.
But she did have a brand new RV sitting in her garage too. So.
So yes, she got
This person had some cash.
She had
she sold the thing. She sold the other recovery.
But
thing.
this person before they died had some funds.
Well,
they got toys.
if you've been doing it for collecting vehicles for a long time, and you bought stuff way back when, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but
some dudes buy Ferraris and Lamborghinis and.
I'd have a Sherman. If I could own a Sherman, like if I had the money, I'd have a Sherman, hands down. I know it's not the best tank.
Is that the fast one? What's the fastest one?
No, Sherman's World War II vintage. So
Sherman's World War II.
It's not that fast. Yeah.
I mean, you can, depending on which model of Sherman, if you get the one with twin 671 Detroit diesels, and they run pretty fast, but 25 miles per hour is pretty fast in a Sherman. So.
In a tank, yeah. In anything German, I would take a German tank any day. The Panthers, the Tigers, those are all cool as hell.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was my tank stories. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Lola says, I don't have a freaking Mind Palace. I guess I will start working on one. Some things, Lola, I should never tell Lola. Lola don't need to know about some things. Now she knows. It's too late. And Shelly Fungus wants to know, what's that tank-looking vehicle Cletus McFarlane drives? Very cool. I would have to. I don't know.
Does he have one of the one that's built? The guys built it that's really fast.
Oh, you mean not a shredder? What the hell is the name of that thing? You're talking about? Is it? It's something like a shredder, or it's one of the modern ones on tracks. It's the one that was in the Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a tank. I don't know. Walter's the expert on that.
Not technically. It's tracked vehicle. I don't follow him I mean, I know of him, and I know they bought a racetrack down here in Florida.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, but I'm not like a fanboy of Cletus McFarlane.
Yeah. Lola, by the way, Lola's asking me if I know Shelly Fungus is a dude. Yeah, of course. I was just talking about his wife. Shelly Fungus, I know that's a dude. I was talking about his wife. Shelly Fungus doesn't have me in the Mind Palace, Lola. Come on, stop. Well, I don't know. This maybe. Inevitably, you do this. There's probably some dudes that have you in the Mind Palace, but whatever.
You never know, Hank Strange. I'm sure there are some out there that are just that mix of chocolate and curry powder just does it for them.
Oh God!
The Ripsaw.
Yeah. What? Okay, hold on a second. Why? So when I looked for Ripsaw, it comes up Ripsaw tank. I don't understand why.
What the hell is that thing?
Technically, it's not a tank.
It's not a tank. Well, this is the Ripsaw. This was in some of the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, okay.
This right here. I think Walter and I saw this at a SEMA show or something. Did we see it at SEMA show? Yeah, I think. I know I saw it at SEMA show.
It might have been the year I didn't go. Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably has a Ripsaw. Okay, so let's say this. Brian Quick says, I'll be honest, watching the left teeth over Elon buying Twitter is so delicious. Is it
Oh
teeth or
yeah.
seethe? Maybe seethe.
I,
Um,
I, I, I told Hank this afternoon they're pooping in their G strings.
yeah.
Yes,
So,
that was a good comment. I did laugh out loud at that one.
Shelly Fungus says, Brian, I just rejoined Twitter just to say thank you to Elon. So I know a lot
Yeah,
of people
I
are
read the
leaving.
same here. I joined back
Yeah.
up on Twitter just to see the salt mine. I literally just for the salt mine.
I think there's
uh,
people leaving, and there's going to be just as many
No.
people coming on
Those
Oh,
board
I'm
yeah.
telling you, those
or
people
more.
are so obsessed with that service, they're not gonna leave.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not nothing lost. Let's say that nothing
No,
lost.
yeah, that's true.
People,
I
you know
mean,
what? When it's cool, everyone goes to the cool place. The problem happening with Facebook and YouTube and all that is they're not the cool places anymore. You're not cool. Look, it's like I know I hate to bring this back up, but why is it when we were kids all the rock stars did crazy stuff? I was looking at Milli Vanilli. Milli Vanilli went and put in hair extensions to get long hair cuz you've got to rebel. You've got to stand out. This is why those rock star dudes put on makeup, had long hair. Prince went to the girl section and brought stuff and wore high heels. Okay, he was a little midget, but still, why do you do that? It's the rebellion, right? It's the rebellion, and ultimately, people think it's cool when you rebel. People think it's cool when you don't go with what's the norm, and I think that by these guys setting up what's the norm, that you can't say this, you can't do that, if you do this thing, if you have this political belief, or if you say this thing was stolen or whatever it is, we've got to kick you off. Well, that's not the cool place. I mean, Trump, when he got kicked off of Twitter, wasn't he about to like break records? I think I've talked about it before.
he had like 20 million followers, didn't
No,
he?
more than 20 million. I think
120.
yeah, I think he was going to 100. He had more followers than Musk. Okay,
Really?
and so yeah, we got to think about this. Why? Why? Why?
Well,
Why was it? Why was it? Because he
but
was in the same way. He had long hair and wore makeup and did everything.
that
He was pushing the boundaries and saying what people think, what some people think, not necessarily all people, but saying it out there. And this is why they didn't like him. But this is why people
no,
were attracted to what he had to say.
and that's why, yeah, because he said what it was on his mind, I guess,
Yeah.
and he's mean. He's like mean. He's like he's not very nice. And blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not very presidential.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I loved it.
so.
I miss those days.
Our president,
Yeah.
I feel like our president should be crazy, so that other countries,
Don't screw with us. They know
Yeah.
better.
Look what happened soon as Biden got in. Russia started their shit, and the
He shit his
Chinese have been
pants?
the
Mhm.
Chinese have been going at it too. So
Mm-hmm.
they have no respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
They know
Yeah.
he's weak. So
In some ways, we need our president to be a little cray cray.
Yeah, keeps the enemy on their toes.
Yeah, which Twitter says he had over 88 million, but he was going. See, this is what Twitter says right here, 88.9 million. But I think he was going towards 100 million. He was gonna
He was
break.
he was moving quick.
that's a
Yeah,
powerful.
he's gonna-
That's a powerful media when you have that much.
That's why they
people-
got rid of it.
Yeah.
because you don't need the press and stuff when you have that many people.
That's
following
exactly
you.
why they knocked him off 100%. It's because he
And-
didn't need the press.
Today, when we were talking about this, do you guys remember today when we were talking? So before the news came out that that Musk had actually made that deal with Twitter, remember we were talking about what was it? We were talking about the what's the freedom name? The freedom thing. What's the Truth Social that Trump has, right?
Truth Social. Yeah, I finally got in today too. I went and looked, and I got in as well.
Yeah, so I actually got in today, but Truth Social had news today, and then Patrick was saying, yeah, well, they had to have news because
Had to step it up. Yeah.
yeah, because all of this stuff was happening. So here's the truth. If you guys want to see, I'm on Truth Social. There you go. I am following Trump, of course, on there. I've got 4 followers already, and I'm following 4 people. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm at Hank Strange on Truth Social.
I think I'm at
So-
Babyface P on Truth Social.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna
See, and I'm gonna go find you as well.
Yeah, I
Hank.
need to go I need to go and...
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran-owned and with over 20 years' experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
All right, cool. Let me put this up here. So are you Babyface P on there?
Mm-hmm. Should be Babyface P.
Babyface P. Boom, there we go. Oh, it's Buckshot. Okay, there you go. So, Walt, did you get...
I had to use something that was on my phone, and that was what was on my phone.
Right.
I don't know how much I'll use it, but if anybody wants to follow me on there,
we'll see.
Go for it.
No, I have not. I have not tried to get on the... That's Trump's thing, isn't it?
That's Trump's social media, yeah.
Oh, Brasscatcher is on there. So Brasscatcher says on there, I hope this is you and not some troll. Much respect. No, it's me. Let me respond to that. I don't know. Here, I'll just respond to that. This is my first time using it. So,
I don't use... I hate to say it, but I don't use a whole lot... No, I don't hate to say it. I don't use a whole lot of social medias. I think they are toxic for society. And I'll leave it at that.
well, yeah, I mean, this is all this is true, I guess. So, yeah. I mean, it's just,
God, what an ugly child. Have you ever looked at some of the kids? You guys are probably not. You guys aren't my age, so you're not seeing young adults having their first kids.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple people that keep posting their adorable children to Facebook, and I just every time I scroll past, I'm just like, God, that's an ugly child. That is one ugly baby.
All babies are cute.
I'll send you a picture, and you can tell me because it is ugly.
Not necessarily. My dad used to have this saying, and he still says, "Ugly breeds ugly." So I'll just leave.
No, actually, sometimes two really ugly people make a really cute baby, and then sometimes two really beautiful people make an ugly baby too. So
I'll send this to you for after because I don't want you showing this off on the show. But...
No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna do that. Listen, all life is beautiful. So we'll just go. Shelly Fungus said he became a channel supporter. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think he was trying to find out how to do a super chat or whatever it's called on here. And I think Lola's in there now. Lola's probably talking about how to do that. Listen, we need the social medias. I need the social media to help distribute what we're doing. Like all the work we put into making videos, all the bullets to get, our money and all that kind of stuff.
I feel like if I back in the 90s, if I were to have created all this and sold them as DVDs, I probably would have made so much more money.
Mm-hmm.
Marketed these in the back of NRA calendar magazine. Patrick James builds up a Galil. Like, I bet you I could have sold those back in 1994.
You would have been advertising in Shotgun News, not
Shotgun News.
That was
Shotgun News.
Yeah.
And I mean, Shotgun News, when I first started getting Shotgun News, it was a good inch thick, inch and a quarter thick every month.
Is it now?
Full of classified ads, full of advertisement, but there was no other way to do it. That's the way it was done. So, so...
By the way, shout out to Edward Brower. I see him. That's the CEO of the Utreons.
Hey,
he's in the chat. Shout out to him. Let me share a picture. Boom! Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's a good picture.
Look at that
by the way, I will be hosting the build of this exclusively on Utreon.
Yeah, and you've got other builds that are already over on Utreon, right?
Yes. So if you want to see some other stuff, Ghost Gunner is on Utreon, and that got eviscerated from YouTube. So there is some stuff that is pretty much exclusive to Utreon at the moment. I'm
throwing up pics. This is, I think on Thursday evening we went out to Safety Harbor. So that's the my Van Morgan in Safety Harbor.
Parked in
over
front of
there.
my house. That's my
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. We
That's my house.
we actually went to check out a company called Lithionics that's
Oh
not
yeah, that was
far
cool.
from
That
Walter.
was cool.
Awesome. They
Oh,
make
cool.
they make lithium batteries that actually go Coachman puts them in their vans. That's not what's in my van because my van has a generator and had AGM. Then I did an upgrade and I put
Psst,
in Battleborn.
Psst,
Uh
psst. Patrick,
what? What's up?
Patrick, I'm getting the Lithionics batteries.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be putting that. Where does that
That-
go? Is it? It's not like a battery. Like they're different. Do you put it in the wall? Like how does? Where does that
It's
go
going to
in that? Now that
go
you're
in my
In the
vehicle. Is
cabin.
where the existing battery was, the lead acid one was underneath one of the seats.
Yeah,
okay,
probably
so
about here. It's gonna go about here, Patrick.
Where those see those wires
This is
were?
that van, by the
yeah,
way,
yeah.
cleared out.
Right where those wires all were. That's where the battery was before. So that's where it's going to
How
go back into that area there.
how large and in charge is this thing? These batteries are they? They're
Uh,
bigger than car batteries, right? They're not
no,
little car batteries.
no, they're not, but they're not as big as you would think.
Oh,
No,
okay.
and you can get a lot of bang for size. You
Hmm.
know, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Speaking of car batteries, I was actually doing some work on my used Volkswagen Beetle over the weekend. You guys want to see? You want to check that out? Um, I actually was doing some stuff to it. Look at that. Look at my
Oh, you
this
used Volkswagen
this.
Beetle. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like, what are you talking
that's in the front
about?
of the
Yeah.
Tesla, huh?
No,
I've never seen.
this is the front of the R8.
All right.
So that's the
All right.
battery. That's where the battery is past all.
What were you doing?
So, every time, so I've got a couple of issues, different issues going on
We know
with it.
that.
And yeah.
Oh, you meant
well,
the
I do.
car. Excuse me.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fix this myself. So, one of the issues
I'm
is
proud of you. I am proud of you. That is a babyface P thing.
right, yes. And you and I think we got this far inside of the front of this car when we changed the grill.
Oh, it's not fun. It's not fun,
Yeah.
but we did do that.
Yeah, I made video. I never put it out because I got a ton of stuff I have not edited.
Well, it was an
So.
8-hour long day, and you literally took like 8 hours worth of video. So
Yeah. So here's I will at some point put that out. But so anyway, I'm having a problem getting my engine in the back, the engine cover to open, so I'm trying to figure that out. But I also have a problem with the front trunk. When you press the button inside or press the remote button, it only opens up one side. So like one side will pop and the other side won't. So you have to go there and lift it up a little bit and then press the thing again in order to open it. So I was looking at a YouTube video and a guy said that if you go in there, you see this? So this is inside of it. So you see this thing here, there's actuators that come from the left and the right. And the side that had the problem, you see that little thing
Not
here?
attached.
Yeah,
That's
it's
broken.
not it's not holding on. This is how they made it. They didn't make it tight enough.
Ugh.
So
Can you
Oh, okay, I
order
see
like
what
an
you're saying. It's
aftermarket that fixes
kind
it?
of cockeyed.
no one's because there's not that many R8s that exist. So I don't think there's an aftermarket fix. If someone knows one, they can let me know. So basically, there's some things in there that you can go on either side and open up, and then that gets tighter. So I went in and did that. Lola was helping me out. So we had to take everything off. We had to take off all the cladding. I had to take, there's like a box that goes there. There's like in there. There's like this box right here goes in there. I had to take all of that stuff out and then adjust that thing. And then we were putting it back, and I was trying to check and make sure it was working, but I put it all back together, it wasn't working. Because then the other side started not sticking. So I had to take it all apart again, and then fix that.
I've done that. I've done that.
Yeah.
I will admit I have done that where you take it apart, you do the fix, you put it all back together 4 hours later, and then you're like, yeah, it's working. And then the other one breaks, and you're like, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
I just took it apart.
So we had to do all of that to put it back together. The whole way this time I checked it was working. I checked it several times, it was working. I put everything back together, took Lola out for a nice little drive and everything, came back. This morning, I go out to check that thing. It's only working sometimes.
Okay, there's more to it than what you're.
Well, because
Yeah.
that thing is so loose on there, I think I should have put something around it to keep that thing pulled in on the plastic and all of that. So I probably have to go in there again. All right, let me do this. Edward Brower gave us $5. There you go. Thank you very much to Edward Brower
I'll make you holler
for the $5. That goes to me, Walter, and Patrick. He says,
man.
"Is the R8 a V8 or a V10?" It is a V10. That's the answer. It is a V10.
Hank Strange, put that toward my R8 fund. You hear me?
Right. Okay, I'll do that.
Let me go cheap. Put it in my 308 Ferrari fund. We'll go cheap.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, the money, 33% of that $5 just went to Patrick, and then 33% went to you, Walt.
That means I got 33 cents after Twitter and you two hobos get my money.
No, that's Utreon. It's Utreon. Utreon collects the money. They have a very low, a lot lower fee than YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So, very cool. So thanks to Edward Brower for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm either gonna. This is why the 3D print thing, right? I think I should come up with a solution that's something that makes that thing stick more. I think that's just like a silly design from Audi. Like, why did they do this stupid... I mean, really and truly, if you look at this thing the way that it sits here, it's a recipe for disaster. You're articulating this and it's pulling. This right here is literally pulled. That's going to keep coming out.
When I'm looking at that, it looks like something's missing.
Yeah, or maybe this is broken.
In the back, the slotted part in the back. Why is it? What's that slot attached to?
Well,
it
so
like
see right here, this thing right here goes through this white plastic, and I'm looking at it now. That's probably broken off.
That's broken. There's the part on the left seems like it's broken.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in there and do that all over again. I'm gonna have to.
Does anybody have a picture of it when it's proper? That's what I was gonna.
Yeah, Appalachian Gunrunner says sounds like a job for zip ties or duct tape, and I agree. I actually agree with that. So you know what? Next time I go in there, I'm gonna sort that out. I need to get a 3D printer. I'm working on it, and I actually, Micro Center gave me a $99 off coupon. So now I have to be going through. I have to now be going through.
Oh, we gotta drive through Atlanta for that though, because I have one too.
So
we're talking about Atlanta in a month though.
Yeah, that's a place, Walter, that's in Atlanta that sells 3D printers. So there's I guess an Ender 3 is about $200, but with this $99 off thing, you could get it for $100 or something.
You get it for like $115 or $120 or something. So
yeah,
I will probably be picking one up. Is that what Will has?
He's building a big one. He's building a large one. My son is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does he currently have an Ender? Do you know?
I don't know what he has. He doesn't communicate with me about it. When I ask about it, I get funny faces. Like, how dare you ask me these questions?
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah.
Little does he know, I know what he's using my money to make it so I can ask any questions.
Exactly.
Right. Welcome to having children.
No worries. I'm good. As long as it works in the end, I don't care. So.
Yeah. Cruiseman says that R8 thing it's the cheap part that they can charge a fortune to fix. Yeah.
Oh,
you know how much the Audi dealership charges per hour when they have to work on stuff?
That'd be $200 an hour.
Yeah, $185 an hour.
Lawyer money.
$185 an hour. So,
I don't think we've talked about this yet.
What you got?
I got a bag that Walter and I are going to be working on together.
Dude, man, what you got in that
bag?
You got some.
Is it yum yums or num nums like
this is some num nums if I ever saw it.
Like Johnny Depp was talking about?
Is that some Maui gold or something? What is
That's
this?
some Maui stainless steel? No, carbon steel.
That'll make you poop the bed. That'll make you poop the bed.
This is some Maui carbon steel in AR-10.
That's some Maui. I use that term, Maui Wowie. I've heard that before.
Yeah, so this is gonna be cool. We're gonna CAD these out. I'm gonna have to sit down and CAD design these out, and then Walter and I will play around with the plasma and see what we can do.
Yeah. We can do that. We can see if the plasma will cut it clean enough to do it.
Yeah, that's the question. That's the big question.
Yeah. You know what, Walt? I think you need to make an aluminum part for my R8 for that thing.
He needs to.
Yeah.
Notice when Walter and
put
I
that
are
on
working together, I'm doing the CAD work. So when you get the CAD stuff done,
Walter has some projects he's working on for me. Look, I made this flamethrower myself. I don't know what else you guys want from me. Look at that flame. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
Well,
you could
now
just
that
hear
it's
that.
9 o'clock,
Yeah.
I did not make this one, and it works.
Right.
So.
Show us though. I just showed you mine.
I have the parts to make one, and I just need to do it. I have I was going to do one of the scuba tank builds.
Yes.
Where you pressurize it and put gelled diesel in the scuba tank, and I think most of what I need for it. I just have never done it.
I know, and I have that scuba tank you gave me too.
Yeah, we need to finish that at some point.
This sounds like
Gels and
definitely a video for the Utreons.
It's if we can get it to work, gelled diesel should go about 20 feet, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, at least, yeah.
I mean, when this video goes to YouTube, it's gonna get in trouble because I made this flamethrower. But don't worry, it's gonna live here forever on the YouTube. Look, it still works. Still works. Can you hear the flame? Let me see. Let's see if you can hear the flame.
Are you sure you want to put a flame next to your microphone? This is a bad idea.
That's awesome. I'm enjoying this. Look, I'm going to
fart.
aim the flame at you right now. You ready?
Exactly. Don't fart in there.
There he goes.
You're in an enclosed space.
You can basically, I'm doing my own sound effects.
I feel the heat.
Yeah. All right, cool. So listen, what we need to do, I guess we got 42 Chilled says call the fire department first. There you go. Listen, if people don't know what we're talking about here, basically Elon Musk, for the Boring Company, they made a flamethrower that was basically this. And they sold every single one.
It was an aerosol can with a little flame on it.
No, it was this inside of there, and around a big piece of plastic.
Really? No.
It was pretty much like this. It didn't put out a big flame.
It was weak.
Yeah, it was weak. He took it to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was afraid he was going to burn down the studio. No, I don't think so. Let me see if I can show you the. Hold on. What's up, Walt?
Speaking of Joe Rogan, wasn't he used to be on Twitter too?
Did Joe Rogan get kicked off of Twitter?
I would imagine so. He's been kicked off.
Yeah, it's just a propane can with a. That is not a flamethrower.
That's what they called it. They called it a flamethrower, and they sold a lot of them. They sold.
How much were they? Holy shit! Somebody wants $5,000.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's a little bit bigger of a flame. But
it's basically a propane flame shooter. It is not a real flamethrower. A real flamethrower throws gelled diesel at least 20 or 30 feet.
When that little flamethrower I use runs out of fuel, it does that. It goes.
Yes. When used properly, you have toasty. Well, let me say, not what type of person would be toasted. They would be on the Pacific Island, though. Somewhere in the Pacific, it was toasting humans.
Yeah. Well, that.
Nipponese.
Yeah. I think that's.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's that Elon Musk thing was. You know what? I'll admit that flame was a little bit bigger than my flame.
Weak.
I gotta work. I gotta work on my flame. My flame needs to be a little bit more bodacious than it is. I think I need to adjust the stream on it, but that's coming. We're gonna get that done. So listen,
make that thing dangerous. I'm telling you, take a drill bit, drill that port out.
I delivered. I promised you guys, and I delivered. I made it. That is ingenuity. I know. I'm a genius.
Overpromised, under-delivered.
Yeah. And on top of that, I brought. You know what? Elon Musk, I don't think has a KSG. How about that? Well,
I wonder if Elon Musk has any guns.
I don't know. He seems like he might have some guns in Texas.
I bet he does.
I don't know.
Is he living in Texas now?
Yeah, he's living in a prefab house in Texas.
There you go.
Immediately,
this is Babylon B. Immediately after moving to Texas, Elon Musk announces Tesla AR-15. So this is obviously a joke.
Yeah, he. I think he's living in either a 3D printed or one of those prefab homes that you can just it's built somewhere. You take it and you set it up on site. something like that. So
There was an interview with his ex-flame, the crazy girl, who said that he lives in a $40,000 home like a regular average person. Actually, he lives below the poverty line and eats like peanut butter and jelly all the time. And if I had billions, I don't know that I'd be eating that.
I would probably have a private. I would have somebody that cooks for me all the time.
Chef. Every
And
day they say, "Here's the menu."
That doesn't mean you have to eat like gout-ridden,
Not like Warren Buffett. Have you ever seen what that man eats? Jesus Christ.
No, but just there's nothing like having a good macaroni and cheese or a properly
meal.
cooked
Absolutely.
a properly cooked steak, like that.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
all right, there you go.
Well, real quick before we go,
If somebody say Safety Harbor Firearms, I do get some stuff from Safety Harbor Firearms. There's some good bulbs at Safety Harbor Firearms.
Did you guys see Caleb Savant from Brownells? Caleb from Brownells posted a picture on his Instagram, a video on his Instagram shooting a Swedish K. God, those things, they are just.
Yeah? Oh, hey, speaking of that, there's a real good
Swedish Ks
video.
are good guns.
Speaking of Swedish K, there's a real good video on Forgotten Weapons today of the first model of Swedish K, which is what I have, and then he shows the Model B, which I've never ever seen before. And
Interesting.
check that out on Forgotten Weapons. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, looks familiar. Okay. Anyways.
Yes. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Caleb's doing cool stuff. I have not seen that. I haven't seen the Forgotten Weapons one either, and I'm not surprised though that they had some awesomeness on there. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Those guys always have the awesomeness. They always come with the awesomeness, and of course, Caleb has the whole Brownells library of guns behind him, which is
Walter. This is pretty cool. The second model looks even finer finished than the first model. Man.
Oh yeah.
How many of them did they make? Was it like just a prototype?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Anyhow.
Let's go around here. We'll start with Babyface P. Tell the folks where they can go to, how they can support you, what you got going on.
YouTube.com/babyfacepp.
And Utreon.
Babyfacepea.com will take you straight to YouTube. Utreon, it's Babyface P. Twitter now is at @RealBabyfaceP. I don't know if I'll start tweeting. I really hate the service, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You should make your .com point to Utreon, man. They've got advertising. There was actually advertising on this.
I saw there's an ad on this, which was awesome.
Yeah,
I really
that was cool.
That was cool.
That was awesome. I noticed that.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Yeah.
A video went up today. If you guys want to see it on either service, you guys can go watch it. It went out today. It's on putting an AK, what you need to do to modify your AK trigger to fit into a Galil. So if you need to do that, I show you how to go and what to do to fix it. And we're going to be test firing it. Hank, I will be at your place Friday night with some suppressors and some night vision. And before it gets too dark, I'll probably test the Galil just to make sure it works and doesn't blow up.
Okay. All right. Cool. Walter, same question to you. Where can the folks go? How can they communicate with you? And of course, if they want to see what's going on with the van, you don't forget. Dirtfoot Racing.
Van stuff. I'll be working on the van this week some more. You can. I got my tags the other day too. By the way, put that tag on today. So proud of that tag. But anyways, you can check out Safety Harbor Firearms on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and Utreon. It's over on Utreon now. Also, Dirtfoot Racing, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Utreon. I do have a Twitter account, SHF Walt, and then Safety Harbor Firearms. There's two of them, actually. So go over there, like them. I told Elon to set Twitter free.
Mm-hmm.
So
how long is it going to take before free Donald J. Trump trends on Twitter?
Who knows? I hope something happens for the best, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not going to hold my breath about it. And then there's stenparts.com for all your sten parts needs. So.
Okay, very cool. All right, I think we're still here. I don't know. I saw there was a little slowdown there. Who knows what's happening? Probably about to run out of broadband for all I know. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Big thanks to everyone for joining us here. Appreciate all you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow. I'm gonna run in the end. Who's gonna do the words of wisdom? Who's doing it? Come on. Okay, someone we'll figure it out once we get back here. Let's run this in. All right, guys, thanks for joining us here on the show. We are going to rip out the audio of this, throw it up on iTunes and Podbean, all your favorite places to get your audio podcasts. We will be on, we're on Audible, believe it or not. You can get audio podcasts on there. So big thanks for everyone who's tuning into that and watching it. We appreciate you guys, as well as we appreciate Patrick and Walter for coming in here and helping us do this over the years. They put years in. So we appreciate that. Okay, words of wisdom. Go for it.
Oh, keep the faith. Don't. When there's this constant thing like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Oh my God. And look what's happened. Things have a way of making a big circle. And who knows? Maybe this whole Elon Musk Twitter thing will go for the best. But don't throw your hands up and say it's all over. The world's coming to an end. It ain't over and ain't coming to an end. So.
All right, there you go. We are out of here.
Keep the faith.
Yeah, as we're running out of time, I'm going to hit the buttons. Hold on, let me do it. Okay, and come over here, hit the button.